And we should be live once the game loads up. How are we doing, chat? How is everybody's Wednesday going? We are back with another Taylor's version. This time, actually, on a Wednesday. I've done quite a few of these on separate days. These with this past December. But how are we doing, chat? How is everybody's Wednesday going? If it's your morning, your afternoon, your evening, or even if you're in Australia and it's like 3 in the morning. How is it going? Hello, Emmrich. Hello, Villainous Kitty. Hello, RPG Fairy. We are back. Taylor Swift is back in the world of Thedas. Everything has changed. Oh, what is this? Speaking of things changing, I believe this is the Dragon Age Day special. We can actually have a look at the Hawk's Mage armor if anybody wants to see it. Let me just sort my tabs out because my tabs are being annoying. As per usual, the stream likes to start a bit glitchy, but then once we get into it, it calms down, so I'm sure the game will be absolutely fine. Aussie Sky, thank you for the compliment. Jack, podcast content has been so good. Really appreciate it. There is another one to come, probably towards the end of December. Also, I have moved my setup a little bit over here, so hopefully the lighting's all right and everything. I had a leak that happened in the middle of the night the other day. We had a storm in England. So I saw there was a drip coming in, and fortunately everything wasn't damaged, it was fine. But I was like, right, need to move my PC kit. So the map is now there instead of it being there, like it normally is, and I've had to change everything around. So hopefully lighting is all right. I can adjust it in the future, but I'm only in the corner. Anyway, but let's check out this Mage Hawk armor for anybody who wants to see it. It was a Dragon Age Day special. I've been wearing the N7 one ever since N7 Day on my my Feminine Rook on Xbox. I love that one, but let's have a look at this one. Help, I'm still at the restaurant. Yes, Lucy, help, I'm still at the restaurant. Right where you left me. Podcast content has been great, if I can get my words out. Thank you, Emmrich. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate the love on the podcast content. Like I said, there's more of that coming. I just appreciate everybody just respecting my own opinion. We're all human beings, we all have our own opinions of this game. I really, really like this game, but I would be remiss not to talk about its flaws, having spent 10 years, waiting for this game. And I mean, in that 10-year journey, all I did was talk about the improvements Veilguard, Dragon Age Inquisition could make for the Veilguard. And rightly so, Dragon Age has improved largely on that front. But, there are a few things that don't always work with this game, and I wanted to offer my authentic, real opinion. And I'm really glad that I finally was able to do that. And the comment section largely has been really positive, receptive, and just great in terms of respecting my own opinion and everybody else's opinion of what we like in a Dragon Age game. And just having an authentic opinion that hasn't been absolutely gone down the drain, but people having their own takes and having a mutually respected conversation. It's really, really appreciated. Because there are issues with this game, as there is with every single game and every single thing. But I just really appreciate people respecting my opinion. Some people agreeing with it, some people respectfully disagreeing with it, and having those authentic conversations. Because there's no way BioWare can improve without a little bit of that constructive criticism. But yeah, it was a very ambiguous review, and I made it that way because I wanted to have an ambiguous opinion on this game. A lot of this community is very love/hate, and I don't like that at all. I think there's room for an in-between, and that's what my video game review was of this game. But yeah, enough of that for the moment, because I'm sure that's a conversation we'll permeate and we'll continue to have, and it'll get easier with time. But generally, I really, really, really enjoyed this game. But I would be remiss not to mention its flaws. But yeah, I'm just glad that the feedback on that video has been lovely. So I really appreciate everybody, if anybody has here, feedback on that video, respectfully, because I would love to hear people's opinions of this game, as long as it's presented the right way in terms of being just in a respectful way. But no, I appreciate it. Also, how good does the Hawk armor look at Taylor? It fits her perfectly as a crow as well. Love it. We just had to quickly get a picture of this. Keep autofocus off. But I'd love to. If anybody wants to have conversations about their opinions on the Veilguard, these streams are entirely for that purpose. It's to talk about the bits that we love as we play them. We try to keep it as spoiler free until we get to that point in the game. But as the more these streams go on, the more people finish the game, so the more we can have those conversations. But the filters, BioWare added new filters. I think I can't remember if this was Dragon Age Dale before then. Definitely recent enough from our streams, but I love the filters. They're brilliant. But yeah, everything has changed because today, folks, we're finally going to meet Emmrich, and Emmrich is going to most likely be Taylor's love interest, unless we decide to change our minds. But I don't think we're going to. And we're going to do some ambiguous things with Emmrich. I haven't done it yet. People have talked to me about it and have asked if I've done it yet. I'm not going to spoil it until we get to it. She kind of looks like... Does anybody know the actress Ella Purnell from Fallout and the voice actor of Jinx and Arcane? She's got an Ella Purnell kind of cheekbone eye thing going on there. But yeah, we're going to do something very ambiguous with Emmrich. That's all I'll say. And we're going to romance him at the same time. But yeah, this armor looks amazing, of course. Perfect for Taylor. Just trying to get a few cool, candid photos as well for some thumbnails. Be cool if BioWare are listening, if we could get some facial expressions to change. That'd be really cool. If we could just change some facial expressions like you do in like games like Cyberpunk. But yeah, so ambiguous. I can't remember what I was saying. It was ambiguous. What was I saying? I said it was ambiguous. Looks really good on Taylor, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks better on Taylor than your Rook. And she's a rogue as well, so... But I think it's good for lighthouse attire. I am now stressed. City, are you stressed? Oh, ambiguous, yes, that's it. Oh, okay. Yes, that was it, the Emmrich choice. I'm pretty sure it's ambiguous. I'm not sure. I haven't done it myself. But I am looking forward to seeing it. Also, do we go on for some new Crow armor today or not? That's the question. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, iCity. Yeah, we're going to do the ambiguous thing with Emmrich. I've only heard parts of it. I haven't seen it. We're going to go back to the wardrobe again. We've got like 4 pieces of Crow armor. We're going to change them up a bit. If anybody knows anything about Taylor, she loves changing different costumes. If you've seen the Eras 2 or you've heard about it, she is changing costumes like every 10 minutes. So we are, by that very measure, role-playing as Taylor for that. But it seems like the game's running all right now. Audio seems okay. If there are any issues, please do let me know, chat. I mean, we're meeting Emmrich. We want to wear something majestic ASF. It's going to make him go, okay. That's our OG one. I don't mind going back to that one. But we'll try this one for a change. And then these, I like these. But they're also a bit too big. Like a bit too in your face. That one's alright. This one's too in your face. That's that one. So why is it changing? What have we got? Hello, Persephone. How you doing? Taylor is about to go and meet the love of her life. What we could do, I don't know if I can, because that's a... Are they the same? No, they're different blades. That's the thing. We like subtlety. I don't want something too glaring. Yes, we want it to look cool, but I like the subtle approach. That's quite subtle. Yeah, they're alright because they're just a bit more subtle. Not like got these glaring things up here. Yeah, they'll do. Yeah, I did not choose that choice in my Emmrich romance, so it'll be interesting to see. Oh, Emrat, you're getting me excited. Well, enough dilly-dallying. We're going to jump straight into going to the necropolis. Everything has changed. I think I was waiting to become a Veil Ranger, so I can spec right into that. So that's super. We're going to be becoming a Veil Ranger today as well. Any companions? I do need to actually pay attention to my companions too, because I'm playing on... normal difficulty, and my first playthroughs have been on easy difficulty, so I probably should at least pay some attention to speccing them out a little bit. I've been taking harding a fair bit because I haven't used harding much in my current playthrough. Sorry, in my previous 2 playthroughs. I know that is sacrilegious, but when activated the first instance, yeah, that sounds good, and then that one's good too. So we'll get more of harding. We'll bring her to the necropolis. And then we have been bringing Lucanus a lot as well. Pardon me. We'll go for this one, and then this is Sundered, Duration, Effectiveness. We'll go for the Effectiveness. And then Nev, who we haven't used at all because she's hardened. Is she hardened? Yeah, she's hardened. And I also used her so much in my first playthrough that I'm like, I'd like to try other characters out as well. Now you can't use most of these anyway because you're hardened. But just in case we do use you in the future, which we will, we can't use the healing spell. That's fine. Make sure those spells are actually being used. That one is. Is Blizzard in here? Yes, it is. Cool. Right, and then we'll leave Rook, and then we'll just check. We'll just check with our dude, the caretaker, if we can upgrade anything. iCity, my main party was Harding and Balara. Ooh, what a good party. My first one was Emmrich and Nev, and I really loved it. My second one has been Davrin and Balara. That's also been lovely. But I've rarely used Harding. I know it's a shame, but I was just attached to Emmrich so much. So if I use this one, is it going to increase the healing? Yes, it is. We want to improve that. Yeah, I need to make more of a conscientious effort to improve stuff because otherwise we will die. We've got this one. We can't improve that. That's fine. This helmet we can improve, and that will increase defense and agility damage. And then we're going to be bringing Harding. We can improve that. And then enchant. Can we enchant anything currently? It would be our bow. Yes, we can. So, what do we want? We want stagger, because we do want to be trying to stagger as many enemies as possible. We'll just go around and use these. Ooh, get some more arrow. Ooh, momentum regeneration. Yeah, no. More of the Black City. Oh, we can just do the other ones on that one. This already got one. No, it doesn't. Barrier damage, go for it. What can this helmet do? Ooh, we do quite necrotic. And then this amulet, what have we got? Critical damage, ultimate damage. Ultimate damage sounds good. Persephone, I'm doing good. I just finished making an edit of my Rook in a formal gown for a role play. I'm doing in a friend and reminiscing on Solas's hat in Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts. Hell yeah, that sounds sick. I love that hat. It's such a cute little hat. So we can't get anything for those dudes. Cool. Right, well, at least Taylor's fully decked out. Let's get to the necropolis and get meeting Emmrich. Definitely my favourite companion. Love him. He's so good. And then we can probably get Tash today, or we can do a bunch of side quests. So Hardin, where are you? There you are. Let's bring her to the necropolis. Yeah, same Emrats, literally. Yeah. Confessing that I did not utilise Harding as much either. Here we go. My man. I love him. He's brilliant. I love everything about the necropolis, honestly. It's brilliant. The lore, so good.
This is it. No sign of the professor.
I hope he's here and that he doesn't mind us disturbing him.
I'm sure he won't.
He is a senior necromancer. I don't... Oh!
Here he is. Screenshot time. Hello, fellow undead.
Visitors! What a marvelous surprise! Any trouble with the lift? Our last guests were stuck for hours. Poor souls. Oh. Professor Emmrich Volkaren of the Morn Watch.
Hello, Professor. We've never met. Well, in person, but I've been writing to you.
Balara, my dear girl, what a pleasure. Surely you didn't come all this way just to see me.
Oh, yes, we did.
Actually, We did. You see, we need a fade expert.
Emmrich.
Charmed.
Oh, enchanted to meet him. Neat skull helmet. Are you dead or not? Neat skull helmet.
I liked that bit with the flaming skull.
It's nothing, really. Just an evocation of the flame of the last steps.
It was very cool.
Looks great.
Thank you. You know, I'm never quite sure how these spells strike someone from outside Navarra.
Yep, that's me. But we want to bring the eras to it here.
I'd be pleased to continue our conversation after I tend to some small business here.
Well, we'll help. He's such a sweetie. He so is, Emmrich. He's my favourite. I folded at my dear girl, as you should.
Would you two mind accompanying me further into the shrouded
Love
halls?
at first sight,
Toward
indeed.
that screaming?
Something's gone awry in this part of the necropolis, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should.
Let me just go over here for a second. I like this outfit actually. I like the cape. It's a cool cape, and I like the design different. It's cool. It's not as long, but it's cool. It's like it's got like, yeah, it's got like this jacket. Yeah, it's like the jacket coat arms. It's cool. I like it. It's cool. Yeah, it's interesting. What's over here? Well, we'll read this quickly. Aurum Profundus. I've been reading old Vestulus Pentagast's Duties of the Prelate of the Grand Necropolis. Its reputation for dry moralizing is fair overblown, in my opinion. Vestulus is simply invested with a profound sensitivity towards the history of our work. His encapsulation of the properties of gold, for example. Gold is the eternal metal, and the sun beneath our vaults. It was first worked by our ancestors in tribute to the dead, and only Navarra appreciates its sacred inner nature. Silver will tarnish, copper corrode, and iron rust. Gold endures as our dead endure, and will ever adorn the inhabitants of the necropolis. From Emmrich's journal. What's your journal doing out here, Emmrich, eh? Oh, really, Persephone? You're going to be able to recite the entire mission? Hell yeah. It's a great mission, and Emmrich is such a great character, and Taylor is so excited to meet him. She is, it's love at first sight. It's true, Emmrich. It really is true. We're going to have him in our party. So who else do we have then, chat? We're going to have Emmrich. Who else should be Taylor's bestie? Emmrich's her love interest. Who should be Taylor's bestie? I suppose Emmrich and Harding, maybe. We can change it up, but
Wow.
generally,
I've never seen anything like this.
we do want a main party. Maybe Emmrich and Harding. And then we could potentially do a certain choice of Harding. If you know what I mean. No spoilers, but you know what I mean. Emmrich's a mage, so we've got the healing, which is what we do need. And also Harding's got the healing. 2 healers isn't too bad.
I think something's ahead.
Strange. These halls should be under the protection of the bell.
But then again, Davrin's really cool too. There we go.
Is that a despair demon?
You know it is.
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded halls at all.
Take your word for it.
Careful, Rook. It singled you out.
Oh, see, he even cares about me
Where'd everyone go?
already. Doesn't even know me. And he's already caring about me. So we have more arrows now, I believe. Well, I don't feel like it, does it? Freeze.
It's vital we discover why that spirit manifested here.
Lead the way, Professor.
Emmrich and Harding or Ballara? Yeah. That's a good shout as well, to be fair. I do like having Davrin just because of Asan and the abilities there. Lucanus has been really good for this playthrough too so far. Maybe Emmrich and Lucanus? That sounds good, to be fair. Oh, Oz. Davrin has a funny dynamic with Emmrich, especially for the missions in the necropolis. I love their banter. Okay, well. Maybe we'll mix it up per stream, but I do like to have some kind of idea of a party. Maybe Emmrich and Lucanus. I think that sounds good. Crow and love interest. You got your mage and your assassin. I like that. Well, you got a mage and 2 assassins. Got to check for the loot just in case. Never know where it lurks.
Someone's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves depending on their condition.
Haven't fought undead in a while.
There's no reaching these. They're mindless.
You can't control them?
I'm afraid sometimes the weaker dead work themselves into frenzies. Poor things.
Good job.
Freeze!
Well struck, Rook.
Make a little parry better as well. I love the rogue because it really has a brilliant combination of AoE abilities. Whereas I was struggling with warrior to hit multiple enemies at the same time.
The bell, can banish these despair spirits if we unchain it.
Emmrich and Lucanus are my main party. Ooh, how did that go, Emmrich? Did you enjoy it?
To unseal the doors leading out. Could you please find one and bring it here?
Of course. Ooh,
Okay.
how good's this bow? 8 better damage. It's also a more Watcher bow, more stagger, and it deals necrotic damage. Let's go for it. But the question is, does it look cool?
How?
It looks cool.
Greetings,
Yeah.
and the wisp will follow.
Yeah, it looks cool. Does it have any cool sound effects? Not as cool as the veil jumpers, but hey ho, it'll do. I also need to quickly equip my appearance on my swords. Don't think I did that. There we go. Just so they don't look as huge. Yeah, I don't mind that one actually. That one can stay the same because that's cool. Right. Wisp time. Introduction of the whole wisps replacing the whole veil jumpers little, what do you even call them?
Hello.
The little tinker dudes.
Wisps are the simplest of spirits, but quite helpful.
Fluorescent bow.
And we can unseal the doors.
Did enjoy the Davrin and Emmrich. Oh, sorry, Lucanus and Emmrich. There was some spike development.
Doors
oh,
open.
okay.
Where to now?
Emmrich, that's sick.
This should
All right, I'll
lead
do
us
it.
to the
Yeah.
upper chambers, where we can free the bell. There's someone I'd like to consult with on the way.
I wish it was Audric Felhassan, but it's not. I really wish we could see Audric, even just as a small NPC. Audric was a librarian in Twin Nights. But hey ho. It is what it is. Yeah, Spike and Lucanus will be... Sorry, Lucanus and Emmrich will be Taylor's main party when we're like exploring, going on the levels,
So, Professor,
that kind of thing.
Please.
Oh, here we go.
you weren't that surprised we need a fate expert.
The spirits talk. Even the simplest have been clamoring about chaos in the Fade. Someone coming to consult wasn't an if, so much as a when.
Oh,
We have
when?
a fight ahead.
It's interesting that Gillanane's lab has the same architecture as the Morn Watchers, the Grand Necropolis. That might just be an asset resources thing, or it could mean something deeper than that, like the Necropolis used to be belonging to the Elven Gods, or Gillanane particularly. Who knows? Right.
Thanks, Emmrich.
Oh, did you hear that? Thanks, Emmrich.
Done!
That did not heal. Oh yeah, it heals over time. That's the thing about hardened spells, they heal over time. It's not an instantaneous one. Oh, bit of lag. Oh. Hello, Beandog. We are in the most romantic of locations. Truly. Now that's why we wanted to get an enchantment that increased our stagger. Because this dude's also staggered. Aha! Hell yeah.
Ready and willing.
This place is truly the most romantic of
See that, bad
locations.
guys?
And Taylor has fallen in love already. It really was love at first sight.
Good work, Rook.
Yeah, a rogue is so fun, honestly. How do I get it? Oh, there we go. Oh, whoa, whoa. I wanted Audric so much. I think he was mentioned like once. Yeah, apparently he's mentioned by Myrna. I'm like, oh. Put him in the game, Bioware. But it's okay. We got Myrna at least. And we do have
Of course.
our boy Veilguard, which is cool.
Oh, that's cold. That's really cold.
Echoes of the despair spirits, misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance. If provoked, these manifestations will shatter.
We definitely don't want that.
This is locked too. I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid.
My boy. Go on, Emmrich, you call for aid. We do need a good picture of our boy, actually, for a thumbnail. See if we get a good one while he's doing this. It looks like he's T-posing. Right, he's holding his hands like that is cool. We like that. That's cool. Yeah, do that. Everything really has changed. No T-posing, please. T-posing for power. And we all know Emmrich has the most power. Right, let's get rid of the vignette. I like that one still. I like 3 a lot. That looks good to me. Just get a few of our boy. I need to try and grow my mustache like Emmrich. I reckon I could do it. There we go.
They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
Let's get these wisps. Not to say much, but I adore the necropolis garden. Oh, yeah.
Those wisps really came just because you asked.
They care for us, Rook.
Oh.
Our ever-loyal friends amongst the dead.
He is too sweet. How many rings do you want on your finger? Emmrich? Yes. Literally. Man loves his rings. And his, what do you call them? The things on his arms. Oh, is this a new ring? Necrotic damage, but then again, I prefer health than necrotic
There's our second
damage.
wisp. Do they mind following us around?
Bangles?
Wisps often seek out mortal company.
Are they bangles
They're drawn to us
on his
as
wrists?
flowers turn towards a sun.
Aw, that's sweet.
Aww. Dorian and Emmrich have an interaction. If you save Docktown, and it's so good. Damn, we didn't save Docktown. Oh, that would have been cool. Yeah, bangles, that's the word. Thank you, thank you, Beandog. His many, many, many bangles. Many indeed.
There's the last wisp.
Good. Let's return to the door.
I love bringing him along with the Crow mission with the river and Lucanus. Just reimagining him jingle jangle everywhere while we try to be stealth. Oh, that is perfect, Bean. That's the perfect image. I love that. Oh, we've got all 3 now.
Well done.
That's going to be a
Past
little...
these chambers,
I'm
we'll
making
find
that a
some
fun little
assistance
thing
with
for this
reaching
now
the
as well.
bell. Despair is far more pervasive than I'd thought. We must stop who's ever drawing these spirits here, Rook.
Of course.
You think a person's behind all the despair demons?
Oh yes. Mortals are their prime attraction.
Let Professor Emmrich Volker into the more much announce his presence. I agree. Let him.
Get ready.
Oh, sorry. I thought that water was like not gonna drown me.
They attack from afar!
Whoa!
We've come
Get frozen, even though you're a death chill mage. Right, I'll probably I'm not used to playing on a high difficulty, so when I used to play, I didn't really use companion abilities, so I need to get used to that. Whoa. Thanks, Emmrich. Right, I'll use one before I get hit. I need to parry better.
fantastic, Rook!
Ah, what a man. He's so charming, even in combat.
Ready to go again.
Oh, never mind.
Your turn.
Loot, 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 loot. Rolling, rolling. Yeah, the water in the game is silly. Like you dip your toes in it and oh, drowned. The sheer number of times that I either fell off something or fell in the water I thought was shallow. Literally, like this. It looks quite shallow, but nope. Gonna get eaten by piranhas if you go in there. Haha, one day my brain lagged and I straight up walked into the water
How do we
3
get
times
rid
in a
of
row,
all
4
these
times in a
despair
row.
demons?
Their source is near the bell you saw earlier. Ringing it will banish them, but we must find who lured them there in the first place.
Let me in. Let me up. That's why it's here. Yeah, my dwarf was wearing the dragon armor, so I imagine she'd sink into like a stone. I imagine that too.
Tell me, Rook, where are you from?
Oh, here we go.
I spent most of my life in Antiva.
Am I correct in guessing you're one of the crows?
Oh, yes.
At your service.
Oh,
You must tell me about your journeys once we're above ground.
absolutely. Oh, yes. We will tell him everything. Also about our plan to bring the Eras tour to Navarra. The Grand Necropolis could be our venue of choice. If he'd be so willing. Right, Harden, do us a favour.
You got it.
He is, isn't he, Beandog? We're fanboying over him being a fanboy as well. It's really full circle. Will he do this now? It might be not in a mission. When you come back here, he can look at this and raise this. I think it's yeah, it'll be later on. But he'll raise that person from the dead. And back we go again. And back inside.
Ah, here we are. This is where we'll learn who summoned these despair spirits.
Good.
But how?
You must open yourself to possibilities while in the necropolis. Would you mind lighting those braziers, Rook?
For you, anything. Love how he has nothing to say about hiding casually using dwarf magic. True. Yeah.
This should unseal our final pass to the bell. It's best we unchain it quickly.
And then?
The sunken star will drive away despair. Any malicious spirit that hears the tolling of the bell will be banished
For
to
whom the
Fade.
bell tolls.
Even banishing demons is extra fancy down here.
It's one of the specialities of the necromantic arts. One of our better known ones, perhaps.
I
Oh,
think
I
most
see,
people
don't.
know about the undead stuff.
Cole turning into a despair demon. That would kill me. What is the opposite of the opposite of compassion is despair.
Excellent. Approach the body and we'll begin.
Nah, that's my best friend. Literally, Beandog. Literally. They had
By
plans to
seal
put Cole in the
and
original
flame.
plans as well, which is sad.
Who brought despair in our midst?
Yeah, who? Who?
Despair. Who brought it here?
Venatori.
Yeah, I see.
The venatori.
That's what this quest should
This
have been
way,
called.
please.
The quest should have been called For Whom the Bell
What did
Tolls.
you just do?
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Wow.
Honestly, I've no idea how the other Watchers navigate the necropolis without it.
So I think that's like a rare magic
hear
that
someone.
Emmrich has in particular,
This
which is
map
really
is
cool.
useless. We
I do
wasted
wish it was
3
explored a
flames
bit
in
more
those
though.
traps. If that hand of glory burns down,
So don't dawdle.
Right, Venatori, where are you? We'll be having you.
Found this venatori.
We have no place in these halls.
You know what? We'll just do this.
Take the last blow!
Is that another one staggered? Yes, it is. Oh, he fell down. We got him down. Wait. Oh. Was it that far down? Yeah, it was. Yeah, hell yeah. Haha.
We're being fired upon!
Empire, fight on!
That one, that one.
Go on, Harden.
We demand blood. Worthless.
Failing fool!
Alright, Emmrich, go on. Do your thing.
A solid blow!
There we go.
What are the venatori after? Gold? Artifacts?
Raw magic. Their first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new masters.
I'll fill you in on them later.
Yeah, I don't know how the Venatori infiltrated. Oh well, we do find out later on, I suppose, by you-know-who. But, yeah. Maybe you-know-who knows the secret entrance to the necropolis. Demons! Oh.
Whatever you say.
Freeze! Uh-oh. Where are you? There you are. Anybody watching the Game Awards tomorrow? I will be not streaming it because I'm actually gonna, for the first time ever, sleep at a reasonable hour for it. Just because I didn't feel in the mood to stream it this year, really. Always up for clowning, but Yeah, if the Veilguard got a nomination, I would have, but it was only for one, I think, accessibility. If it was for Game of the Year, I would. But no, I think I'll catch up in the morning. Come on, hit me. I want to practice my parrying. Hit me. Hit me. Oh, did it too late. Too early, sorry. Oh. 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 Again. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Too early. There we go. I need to get better at parrying.
Down one more despair demon.
Yeah, same, I
That's the
see.
last of them.
Yeah.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't think they're venatori.
Would Emmrich be able to sense that Cassandra has been touched by a faith spirit? Ooh, I wonder. Probably. Yeah. Gone to the upper chambers to investigate a noise. With luck, it's only one of those lumbering Navaran corpses. What a sight. Throw my body to the flames like we do in the rest of this civilized world. Ooh. Probably, well, it sounds like they're from the south then.
This looks interesting.
Oh,
A
to Vinter.
spirit labyrinth? I didn't know they'd learn to make miniature ones into Vinter.
Let me just loot.
What's this?
A vessel to store the magic the Venatori intended to siphon away from us.
I work until 7 PM tomorrow. I'm going to be too tired. That's fair. And I have to wake up early next day. Yeah, same. I have to be up early next day as well. I've got work. Normally I would make the excuse. I would take the day off, but I've got a busy Friday, so I can't do that.
Hello?
Otherwise I
Did the
would.
venatori bring you here?
They
Because
said,
I love clowning the Game Awards.
they said I'd spilled the
watching it in
wine
general.
too many times. That I'd be a better sacrifice than slave.
I like his voice.
You are in Navarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil. Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
Oh, all right.
Just giving Taylor more
Those
reasons to
venatori
fall in
dragged
love with
that
him.
man down here just to die.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has any family in Minrathous. As for the Venatori, what remains of them will be put to work.
Yes, it will. Hello, Belfry Upper. Emmrich, my hero. Indeed. You could say he's...
The Sunken Star can help us if we break the Venatori's chains.
I'd say an anti-hero,
Right.
but that doesn't make sense because he's not. He's the king of Taylor's heart. Oh. Yeah, no, so I'll just catch up on whatever we get at the Game
There's
Awards.
one
It's
chain.
apparently it's rumors it's going to be an amazing show, but we hear that every single year, so I'll believe that when I see it. No, it's generally all right. It's just I get so tired that I care less about the announcements because I'm so tired. Unless of course Dragon Age, and then you hear dragon and you see so many dragons, but then we never see Dragon Age. So then it's just like being baited, and at that point it's not fun anymore. And then it finishes and it's like 4:30 AM and I'm like, right, I need to be up in 3 hours. So yeah, no. I don't think we'll get, I mean, I don't think we'll get anything Bioware related. If Bioware were to start marketing the next Dragon Age now, fair enough next year, but like right now, that would be crazy. And they've said they're not going to give us DLC. They've said that, they reiterated it last week in their Dragon Age Day AMA, that we're not going to get any Dragon Age DLC. So despite how well the game sells,
That's the last chain.
which we, I say that,
To the lower level
we
to
don't
ring the
know
bell.
EA's expectation for how well it's sold, so we need to know their expectation. Yeah, exactly, Emirates. It was worth clowning in the past, but I'm not sure now. Maybe next year we'll get back on it. I think Mass Effect might get announced next year properly, like in N7 Day or whatever. But I think it'd be definitely a bold move for them to market next Mass Effect now, having the Veilguard just released. But who knows? Who knows? What I mean, they did tease Mass Effect and Dragon Age on the same day in 2020, so I mean, it's you know, they might be feeling ballsy.
The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
And any more venatori.
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
Hello, Kitty. We're just talking about the Game Awards and if BioWare will start pivoting to marketing next Mass Effect, and if we would see a Mass Effect trailer this week. I don't think we will. It'd be ballsy, it'd be cool. But I think they're still gonna take a breather as they move to that team.
There's the venatori.
Or that project, I should say. It would be very ballsy. But even on N7 Day, they were like, we're not gonna do anything yet because things are still, you know, in the works with Mass Effect, Dragon Age: The Veilguard. So maybe they'll be similar. If we didn't get an N7 Day tease, that says more than the Game Awards, in my opinion. But yeah, no. What do you guys think? I suppose.
How are we doing, Emmrich?
Do you think we would see Mass Effect tomorrow at the Game Awards?
Hit him now. Venatori brought demons.
Yeah, exactly, Kitty. They need a breather. Lucy, I will watch it on my laptop just so I have an excuse to play Dragon Age on the console all night. It's brilliant. Honestly, doing two things at once. I would do something like that if I were to watch it and not stream it.
Ready again?
Because it's like a 4-hour show as well.
They're hitting us from afar.
They really are. Right. AoE attack. Also, very good point, OZ Sky. That is such a good point. If BioWare did release a Mass Effect trailer, it would be because EA forced them to create hype. And like, look at the first Dragon Age trailer we got this year. Not a lot of people like that trailer. And it feels like it was almost mandated by EA. I think Luke Stevens spoke with a few developers when he played Dragon Age: The Veilguard early about that trailer. I can't remember what he said about it, but there was some implication like that they weren't all really that bothered about it, or that it was mandated by EA. Something like that. I can't fully remember because it was quite a while ago. But yeah, it's true. I mean, the Dragon Age: The Dread Wolf Rises teaser was created by BioWare to because EA they needed to prove to EA that people still cared about this franchise, so they released that, and our hype, as in content creators, the community, all of us, because of our excitement for the game, it proved to EA that people still cared about this franchise, which is crazy and amazing. It just shows the impact of us as a community. I don't think that ability does much, you know.
Right on him.
Set that one up.
Alright, you know what we're gonna do, bro? Get froze.
A despair spirit. Tread like
Don't stay there.
Alright, I was doing my ability.
Emmrich, now what?
now. The grand necropolis shows itself.
Hey, now we can become a veil jumper.
Despair demons vanished.
Chat what
Pretty
we're saying.
impressive.
Thank you, but come. Let's
You
ensure
can 100% tell between BioWare made trailers and those EA pushed. I agree.
I'll
I
ask
agree.
our attendants to gather their bodies later, of course.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I mean, it'd be amazing to see the next Mass Effect tomorrow, but I think the team need a bit of a break. I think they're gonna start marketing that game next year. Like in terms of N7 Day, like this time next year, I think we might know the title of the next Mass Effect. If we say it'll be a 2 to 3 year game development cycle, I think that's likely, but it really does depend on a lot of factors. You know, like we thought that, you know, I can talk all day about it. We thought Veilguard was going to be 2020, 2019, 2018 from its 2016 initial development. but obviously that did not go the way we planned, or the way we thought. So I'd love to say the Master could be coming out in 2026, 2027, which would make sense if we know a title by next year, considering they already started marketing it. Well, they showed it as a trailer in 2020, so they have an idea of what they want to do. So we'll just to see, really. But it's entering full production now, really, which is good.
And this is a severed hand.
It can't be. A hand of glory?
Hell yeah, Kitty.
The Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from.
Was that on the 2026 release, Kitty? You agree?
Let me know when you'd like to return to the chambers above.
Let's do it. Oh, what's going on with his What's going on with his mouth? What's he doing? Look at him. Oh, can I go in photo mode? No, let me go in photo mode. Oh, wait, take photo, but it's not in photo mode. I wasn't in photo mode. He's really excited to see the hand of glory. Wee! Oh, it's funny. Okay, close your mouth.
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way?
Oh? Well, we all thought we were going to have the Dreadwolf in like 2020, 2019.
I know, it's a lot. But I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent oniric disruptions.
At the least, the implications of what Rook's witnessed are... Ah, thank you, Manfred.
T. I'll talk about the whole development cycle thing in a second as well, chat. T, hello. No thanks yet. She's going to say yes to T.
No one ever brings me tea after I slog through a haunted crypt.
My assistant, Manfred. Always thoughtful.
You spoke of danger to the Fade.
We did.
The elven gods plan to tear it wide open to get to the blight. And they've already messed with it. Demons, tears in reality. Our team needs a Fade expert.
Many watchers never depart Navarra. But with events so dire...
He
I'd
has
be
to come.
delighted to assist.
He has to
It
come with
has
us.
been many years since you left us.
Veilguard.
Well, yes, but elven gods, ancient magics. I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring the Fade and speaking to spirits. If Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
Myrna is so pretty. Yes. Oh, Veilguard with a biting lip emoji. Just keep the necromancy safe. Glad to have you in the fight. Promise, glad to have you in the fight.
You're good in a fight. We went through a lot of demons.
I've faced worse in the necropolis.
Welcome aboard.
Wonderful. I'll gather my things. Come, Manfred.
Love that Manfred's introduction is him just being there. I agree, Rookie.
The grand necropolis was at peace again, and Emmrich was off to a new adventure. But in Navarra, nothing stays down for long. The Venatori had unearthed something no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person.
Ooh, who could it be?
Emmrich's journey would soon bring
We will
him
find
face to
out.
face with the gloaming lantern.
I love his quest sign. It's brilliant. So good. He is the best character in this game, hands down. He's so well done. His quest sign's great. The ambiguity of it, love it. While we walk around, I will chat about with the development of these games, of Bioware's games recently. Regarding like the Frostbite ones, Inquisition came out in 2014, and then we had Andromeda 2016 and Anthem 2019, and then since then the Veilguard in 2024. So Andromeda to Inquisition to Andromeda was 2014, end of 2014. So then 2015, 2 years, then 2016, 2017, 2018, 3 years-ish. 3 years for Andromeda to Anthem, and then 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. 4 years between Anthem and the Veilguard. So with that current development plan, maybe Dragon Age Mass Effect will be 2 to 4 years. So if we're lucky, 2026, if they know what they're doing, if there's no pivots, if we were very lucky, but also we want them to take their time. Maybe 2026. But just in case, 2027's a safe bet. If not that, 2028. Again, we don't know. This game took 10 years. So it really does just depend. I like health. I do like health. Health is really helpful. Right. I-City, you're going to be here for this pivotal moment. We're becoming a Veil Ranger. Twin Gifts of Arlafan. That looks sick. I love that. It's you know, multi-attack, goes to other enemies. Love it. Right, Storm's Path. That looks sick. And then we can't get either of these just yet, but we can go down these routes. Hitting an enemy with an area ability applies shock. Yes, please. Your bow's base damage is added to all projectile ability damage. Good. And then fire resistance. And I don't really care about fire resistance. Hitting 3 or more enemies with an area attack enhances damage. Projectiles deal 25% bonus damage to targets at least 20 meters away. That might be good. Weak points. Primers. What's that ability? Reeling bolt. That looks sick. That looks really cool. Momentum. I do want momentum. Yeah, momentum generation. Right, and get that next then. I see it's done. The deed has been done. Right. Now, we will... So we'll stay a Veil Ranger until we max it out. And so like, you know, in middle of Act 2, we'll change to a duelist. But for the moment, yeah, no, we're a Veil Ranger. So Storm's Path was the new ability, which looks sick. And then we have Twin Gifts of Arlafan. The caster is not here today. Yeah, she's taking a little break for a bit for real life reasons, but I do wish her really, really well through all the things that she's currently going with. If you are in the Discord, you can send her love in the real life channel if you wish. So the bell tolls again. Metallica, for whom the bell tolls. Final rights. So with him being our main companion, I do want him to have some good abilities. So currently, Entangled Spirit summons a spirit to entangle and hinder. So that's stagger. Quietus, dealing increased damage. Okay, I don't really care about doing... I mean, I suppose that is good. That is good. I seem to remember what it does. Final rights, Emmrich summons an Envoy of Dead, which explodes. Do we want... Yeah, we probably do want him to heal. I'm probably not going to use the bell tolls, to be honest. Let's get heals, just in case, so we can be extra on it. Because I do want the Canist and Emmrich as our main party. Final rights and Entangled Spirits. Yeah, stagger. Yeah, we like stagger because we need staggering enemies, because as a rogue we want to increase stagger so we can finish enemies. So yeah, Entangled Spirits will be the main ability we want to be using for him. Alright chat, what are you saying? Do my second playthrough as a Morn Watcher Warrior. I loved being a Morn Watcher Warrior. It was great. Really, really enjoyed that. No, Beandog, yeah, it was, we're being a Veil Ranger because Taylor Swift has a song called The Archer. But, it looks super fun, honestly. Nobody is dying to talk to me. We'll go see Harding and Emmrich, and then we'll go get Tash. Oh, Kitty, I will. That's brilliant. Quietus was my roller derby name as a geeky teen. No way, that's adorable. How did you get that name, Oz? That is brilliant. Is this the Inquisition talk? I think it could be.
Did I see you writing a message to the Inquisition? What's that about?
You know, Varric and I were part of the Inquisition, right? I'm trying to get news about the South. But Charter hasn't replied to any of my messages. I'm trying not to worry about what's happening there, but... No, it's probably fine. Charter's just busy. She's always busy.
Charter? Who's that?
She's the Inquisition's spy master.
Well, she is.
Or she would be, if there was still an Inquisition. I suppose she just works for the Inquisitor now?
Let's ask some questions. The Inquisition's presence.
I haven't heard much about the Inquisition in years.
Oh, that's intentional. When the breach was open, we needed a large group to stop Southern Thetis from falling into chaos. It's changed in the years since. We're a smaller force working underground to keep an eye on things going on in the world.
Ooh, we could use her help. Should I be worried? We could use her help.
Why isn't she here?
She can
We could
support the
use a hand.
tour. Yeah,
Charter
she could be a
entrusted
supporting
the
act.
search for solace to Varric, to us. The world's large, and she's got many things to deal with.
So how long were you with the Inquisition? 10 years?
Something like that. Why?
You must know the Inquisitor.
Well, yeah, we worked together. I wasn't part of the Inquisitor's inner circle, though. I spent more time with the ordinary people, the ones you didn't hear about.
Ordinary people. Who's ordinary?
So, tell me about these ordinary Inquisition members I haven't heard about.
The Inquisition hired hundreds, and most of them weren't Magisters or Ben Hasrith or the left hand of the Divine. There were scouts and stable hands, carpenters and cooks and quartermasters, even 2 dedicated pastry chefs. Most of them volunteered, like me. We wanted to help in whatever small way we could.
Pastry chefs?
I'm sure those pastries were a great help.
My ma likes to say that sometimes the pie is for eating, and sometimes it's for crying into.
Damn.
Doesn't even need to be pie. Rector liked cake, and Faulkner loved soup. But food was always a comfort.
Rector? Faulkner?
Liliana gave all her agents pseudonyms.
Right. Like Charter.
Well, Charter's Charter, but when the other 2 and I were together, we were just Lace, Wilbur, and Katya.
They were also Inquisition agents in the multiplayer, I believe. Definitely Katya. Defos. Those pastry chefs be making fruity cakes, you know. Defos. Did I see the BAFTA nomination? I didn't see that. No, Kit, that's amazing. I saw the IGN one that IGN is saying it's one of their best games of the year, but I didn't see the BAFTAs. I'll check it out, though. I'll probably watch that. I'll read your comment in a second, Bean Dog, as well. What about the advisors? I want to know about my main squeeze, Josephine. I love Josephine.
And the Inquisitor's advisors? What about them?
What about them?
Of all of them, I'd say
Yes!
Josephine is my
Yes!
favorite.
Yes, you would.
She's lovely.
Because she is.
She still sends me a box of handmade sweets from Val Royeaux
I love
every
Josephine.
year on my name day. Cullen and I got along too, but he was always busy. He would have bad days from lyrium withdrawal sometimes, and I would share the tea that my ma sent. He's from Ferelden too. Maybe it reminded him of home.
What about Liliana? I heard she's intense.
I think she likes to cultivate that reputation. She's not nearly as terrifying
Cully
as she
Wooly
sounds.
Maboo.
Oh, I passed her in the Great Hall one day, and she suddenly turned and asked me if I wanted a nug.
A nug? Those small pink rodent things? What for?
She loved them and made a hobby of breeding them as pets.
So did you take the nug?
No! What am I gonna do with a nug?
But as a pet. Chat, what is everybody's favourite Inquisition character? Or your romance? Give me your favourite character and your romance. My favourites are Solas and Cole, and my romance is obviously Josie. The inner circle.
But you did know people from the Inquisitor's inner circle, didn't you?
You did.
I knew them, sure, but those early days, all I wanted was to prove myself and not get in anyone's way. Some of them were more approachable than others. Sarah was a puppy with a new
Sarah.
toy. 100 new toys. Fun, if you can handle the mess. She was really the only one who could make Rainier, well, Blackwall then, let down his guard.
Oh.
Otherwise, he kept to himself and stuck to the stables. We'd talk when I visited the horses. And there was Cole, of course.
Cole.
Spirit boy?
Yep.
The spirit
I was
boy.
just sitting on the walls one day, and he asked if he could join my game.
Like a card game?
Nah, just good old people watching. Must have seemed like a game to him somehow. We'd pick strangers out of the crowd and try to say something about them. Like, ooh, she heard the joke yesterday and she's still trying not to laugh. Or one of Cole's. His eyes remind her of the ones beneath her bed.
That's a great impression of Cole. Oh, it makes me want to play Inquisition. Eyes under the bed?
Who stores eyes under their bed? I'm partial to a nice wall display myself.
Well, that's one interpretation that never occurred to me. Thanks.
You're welcome. Wasn't Cole an empath? He must have been great at this game.
Aha, but the rule was you couldn't say anything you actually knew. He got it in the end. I think.
So you didn't ask him if you guessed right?
Well, being right wasn't the point. Making a habit of seeing people was. I think he liked that. It's why you don't miss.
Do you miss the Inquisition?
Do you miss it? The Inquisition, I mean.
It's hard to miss an organization. They're only as good as their people, don't you think? But I do miss my friends. We write each other, but it's not the same. And the Inquisition is different from what we've built here. Not better or worse, just different. It's special when you're among people working toward the same goal.
Not everyone. There was Solus. What did you really think of him?
City. Solas is your
Lonely.
favorite, right?
He always seemed lonely. It's hard not to be when you hold yourself above everyone else.
He's a jerk, yeah. Taylor doesn't like him.
You mean it's hard not to be lonely when you're a pompous ass?
Something like that.
You can say it, you know. Try it out. Solus is a pompous ass.
Maybe he is, but
Oh.
I can still feel sorry for him, can't I? Anyway, I'm sure something out there's on fire, and here I am rambling about the past. I should let you go. Talk later?
Yes. Oh, City, I don't know. Just a really good guess. Just a really good guess. How can he not be is the question. Get him, Tate. Yeah, Tate does not like Solas. Just because we're all playing this as Taylor, he treated her like crap, so she's going to give him some sass. I was very nice to him my first playthrough. I want to see what it's like if I'm a bit mean to him. Just a bit. Alright, are you ready, chat? Here we go.
A third edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in.
Just a few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes.
Manfred never gets old.
This lighthouse is. What do you make of it?
Also, Sand Dan Glockter. Why do you feel so lonely, Solus, when you live so deep in my heart? Oh, my lord. That stings. Oh, here we go. Right. Better with an expert mage.
I think I like it better with a necromancer in the place.
Ooh.
Do you?
Oh.
Especially one with experience.
Oh.
I must be sure to live up to expectations.
Oh.
Did you get the tour yet?
Oh, I've been exploring, but I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls. My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
Manfred warming his bones by the fire. Nah, no, everybody just knew. We've seen weirder. Nah, well, maybe a little. I don't know what to say in this regard, because I said something last time I did this and it didn't go down well. Over time, I was a Morn watcher. No, it didn't go well, but I wanted to feel comfortable. Everybody just knew.
We're still getting used to one another.
True, and yet...
Give it time. We'll settle in.
Yeah.
Please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory. Thank you for stopping by.
You got more dialogue if you're a Morn watcher, of course. I just remember that scene having another element to it. But I know that's the case of everybody in their relevant faction dialogue. Oh, you already got a quest for him. Well, do I ever. You want to go to the gardens? Let's go to the gardens.
By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Veilguard
Oh,
asked
it's
if
the
we could
hauntings.
assist with an
Okay.
outbreak of hauntings across Thedas. They also mentioned displaced wisps in the necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened them, but it bears investigation.
Hauntings and scared wisps? Let's look into it.
Let's
Thank
make
you.
that a
We'll
priority.
depart for the necropolis whenever you're ready.
We'll do it right now. We will do it this very second. Anybody else want to chat? No, good, because we're going back to the necropolis. So, party, Emmrich at the front, Lucanus. There we go. So then we've got mage and an assassin helping have a good dynamic, and also just see their dynamic as banter as well, because
Let's
of
ask Myrna and
Lucanus's
Veilguard
whole
about these
shtick.
hauntings.
I'd also appreciate it if we could see to those displaced wisps.
Of course.
Despite what you may have heard, spirits who dwell here do so willingly. Most of our working dead are animated by unthinking wisps, which are little more than impulses from the Fade. But later, I could introduce you to some truly intelligent undead.
I think I've met enough spirit, thanks.
Oh.
Smells like incense. Old meat and starched linens.
Oh, I see. I'll press X. If right. Speaking of which, there you go. There's our marker.
Thank you for coming, Rook.
Oh, audio's being
We're
weird.
in need of your assistance.
Give me a second.
Your letter spoke of hauntings?
Malign spirits freed by the gods.
They have concretized into a variety of forms. Left unchecked, these spirits will cause great harm.
They must be put to rest.
This haunting was once a spirit of curiosity.
It has turned to a darker purpose.
Sometimes the audio gets crispy. I don't know why. Yeah, slow-mo of Orgoth. Even more so. Sometimes takes a second to not be so crispy. Literally. Right.
I wonder what this is about.
We'll have an overview of a spirit's malign. Malign spirits are inevitable. We understand what manifests them directly in our world. Jealousy, arrogance, greed, rage, and fear, bolstered very often by bloodshed. Corruption of the undead is more insidious. It takes a significant disruption in the Fade, a more powerful spirit, or other mystical conditions to transform a normally serene denizen of the necropolis into one of the malicious dead. Luckily, after banishing such spirits, we may recover the corpse and once again infuse it with a benign possessor. In circumstances where mortal, new word, suspicion is behind a peaceful spirit's downfall, the penalty is clear. The lives and bodies of those who tamper with the undead of the necropolis are forfeit unto the Morn Watch by Morn Watcher Myrna. Right, audio. Are you okay? I think it is. Yeah, it's fine now. I think. It seems it. It just needs a good second to not be weird.
We got it.
Nope, it's being weird again. We'll figure it out.
Right away.
Here's one of those scattered wisps you mentioned, Emmrich.
It's out of alignment. Let's find a receptacle for it while it recovers.
Okay, there's one.
The door's locked. Maybe it'll open if we bring more wisps.
Oh, okay, lady gives us an idea.
Are they?
I always get the same audio issue in the Blood of Alathan. Always works when save and reload. Yeah, it's honestly a weird little thing. Thank you. Happens main menu, Alathan, some random... Okay. Interesting. I'm glad it's universal then. Why does it happen? Good then. Thank you, chat. I appreciate it. Didn't happen on PS5 in the slightest, and Xbox has been fine. So it's still being weird at the moment. I wonder if I just muted the music. I don't want to do that. If that would fix it though.
We must keep track of our skeleton.
Still in slow-mo.
Rook, Professor, a new group of venatori trespass in the shrouded halls.
The gall of them!
It's still weird.
Come in search of plunder.
We'll put a stop to that.
Emmrich's fine.
The shrouded halls have been left in a
Myrna, not so much. Oh really, ICT? Incompatibility with audio drivers? Okay. Well, it's been working for the most part, so it's just some parts of it. So you can't mute Hans Zimmer, also true, Kitty.
What do we have here?
It's true. It's a good point. That's a crime. It is. It is.
There we go.
Come here, spirit. Right, there's the Lucanus one. That was probably one in here. What's in here? Nothing.
What do we have here?
Oh, we need to do the door, I think.
That did it.
Then we're going here. And we'll do the same.
That did it.
But what did it do?
I wonder what this is about.
It opened the door. There we go. Does it really, I see? Reminds you of Island's music. The risen gods in their divine power sense a potential ally in the necropolis. We must sway it to their cause. According to that unbearable necromancer we've had to deal with, the entity we seek should be in the shrouded halls. Ooh, I wonder what that could be. But be careful that this being is ancient. Who knows what mood it may be in, what we may find it. We will, of course, see this beast in 2 seconds. I really love what it is. I really like the twist of it all. Well, not twist. The inclusion of this particular demon. It's cool.
There we go.
Oh, I like the iron cast armor. I wore it a lot on my first playthrough, probably up until the end. I really liked it. I love the skeleton aesthetic it has. It's sick. And one more. This one's the easiest.
Of course.
This cannot be the last wisp.
Oh,
We need another to unlock that door.
Right. Let's look around.
See ya, bro. Bro. Right, let's go see him. I don't want the audio to be glitchy for our friend in the store. Our best friend.
That last wisp's unlocked this door. Let's take a look.
I spy trouble ahead.
Nice one, Emmrich.
Launch your chest! Watch your back!
Okay, new ability. Let's go. Oh, whoa! You get to aim while doing it. That's sick.
Careful! Look left!
Wait, right. Not good. Right, yeah.
Of course.
I feel like this is a good team for killing demons, to be fair. Lucanus and Emmrich. Right, so you get to aim. Hell yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Love it.
All together now.
Yeah, Envy Demon indeed. Oh, it's a good question, I see. Why would an Envy Demon be right near where the formless one is?
Rook needs assistance.
Do I? Oh shit, I do.
Save a little for the rest of us, Rook.
Go on, Lucanus. Haha. Okay, audio's fine now. It gets weird. Like, it just needs a minute. Or you need to go in combat. Or I don't know. Who
How
knows?
did these dead venatori get through a locked door?
An excellent question.
Well, let's find out. So, big reveal. I loved this when I first saw it. It's like, really cool reveal.
Sealed tight.
Stand back.
Oh.
Are you venatori? Other sniffing rats? What form have you all? This vault's riches are mine. I tore them from the dead, and with me, they will remain.
It's a demon.
And a powerful one.
Not
to have
just
been
that.
kept behind such ancient locks instead of simply banished.
Let's search
Ancient
around. Maybe the
demon.
venatori knew something.
And we're gonna kill him. In like 20 hours time. They thought to flatter me with lies, so I sealed the door behind them. So the demons come from the venatori, so why would they envy? What would they envy? Envy being the door being locked away. Oh, trinket. What we know. Places sealed long ago, forgotten, forbidden. Can sense magical low-key protecting from here into upper world. How? Demons will manifest on those points, tied to seals. One demon low-key is in Neanderthals, one back in Twinter, and one in Arlefan. Kill the demons at the low-key, and the door to inner chamber will unseal until entity inside the inner chamber is dead. Lesser demons will keep returning. What we don't know, how to leave this bloody place. They probably envy not being able to leave.
This note says the door's seals are tied to demons out in the world. Killing them unseals the door, but they'll keep returning until
The
we destroy
haters
whatever's
envious
behind
of the
door
success
itself.
of the Era's
Then we
tour.
have our targets.
It's true,
All
son.
would be grateful.
Sundown.
I've never even heard of this spirit.
Let's keep an eye out.
envious of the fact that they could never have the Eras tour arriving in Navarra. They heard inklings, they knew she was coming, and they never got to see her because they got locked away. Right, so now, I mean, we can't kill the demons, they're quite high spec, so we won't do it just yet. We can do it, but we won't do it just yet. What we will do is have a look at the shop.
New seals hold.
What you got?
Prepare yourselves.
We are prepared, Veilguard. Okay, I like that one. Do I need it though? I mean, it's not going to suit her because we're going for the antique and crow aesthetic. All enemies within 6 meters. We'll get Emmrich a gift, of course. We're not going to wear Navarran levers. What we will do is go back to the lighthouse. Maybe the audio is also dependent on some of the maps sometimes as well. It can be weird. It fixes itself, but it doesn't fix itself. I can only apologise for the audio being weird. Sometimes here and there, but like, yeah, who knows, eh? Oh, a missive. I will read the missive. It is just side quests. So, our buddy, you have driven despair from the shrouded halls. For this, you have our thanks. If venatori return to plunder, hunt them as you will. I love Veilguard. He's brilliant. Exactly, Ozsky. Got to get our man a gift. That's from the free man that we saved, and then that's Nev. Venatori took full advantage of the chaos as if the dragon wasn't enough. I knew it would be bad, but it's gone worse than I thought. I'll need to stay here longer. You remember Templar, Rana, Hal at the fish fry, Elec from the threads. They're alive, but there are others I still need answers for. One way or another, I'll be back once I know. I miss Veilguard's shop. In my current playthrough, I'm purposely keeping Mornwatcher at 1 star, so no shopping for me. Oh yeah, how come purposefully? Okay. Don't want to spoil that mission, but... Oh. Okay, interesting. Okay, of course. Emmrich, we'll have to talk to Emmrich anyway. So, do we go and get Tash, chat? Let's go. Should we get Tash? We'll get Tash. And then we've got the entire Veilguard. And then we can start to pick up quests and get ready for the end of Act 1. But with this crossroads stuff, there's plenty of in my quest log. I always like having the full party though before I really do that stuff.
I'm sorry, but I find it completely unnatural.
Oh.
I don't get why you think cremation's so bad. Everyone outside Navarra burns their dead.
All those lost vessels. Fine mansions reduced to ash. Manfred, for instance. How would his wisp have fared if I hadn't given it a body?
He doesn't know. But he's curious. Where'd his body come from?
Where or who'd you get his body from?
There was no single donor. The arms were recovered from a charnel pit. The ribs were a gift from a dear friend. And Manfred's wisp picked out his own skull from some donations. That was quite the day. He's been fine company during my necropolis excursions ever since.
Manfred is the best. How smart is he anyway?
What does Manfred understand exactly?
Everything.
Simple things, but he grows. Spirits of curiosity are voracious learners. The more he experiences, the more sophisticated his conclusions. With guidance, of course.
Sure. Back at you, Manfred.
Yep, same to you.
It's just Manfred's way of saying hello. I encountered him as a wisp in the necropolis years ago. A simple spirit, but so curious. He refused to leave my side.
So, you built a skeleton for the spirit to live in?
Spirits are formed from the emotions and desires of people in the mortal realm. Manfred's wisp came from curiosity. It's these spirits which animate the dead. Their drive revives the corpse, yet the corpse colors their actions. Thus, the eternal question, Are undead inhuman spirits puppeting a body, or does some shade of the departed return?
There's no way to know. I want to believe. Oh, what have we got here? Can I skip? No. We don't want to say that. There's no soul. I want to believe. I want to believe.
It's got to bring back a little peace, at least.
That's my belief as well.
Hey!
I swear I could see it sometimes, Rook. A glint of recognition of something more in the dead.
Hey, that's my sleeve. Are you trying to steal my buttons?
As well as a certain mischievousness. Manfred.
I want to believe. That could have been Cher, or it could have been Phoebe Bridgers. Yeah, how did Matt Mercer give the Wisp controlling skeleton so much depth? I agree. Honestly, it's brilliant. Give him a gift! Man.
How thoughtful, Rook.
I'm glad you like it. Yes, give us your points. So, I've been using that ability a fair bit as well. Health, yeah, that's a good way to spread it. Do you have any more quests for us, Emmrich? No, you don't. Right, well, we will go and get Tash. We will go and get Tash. And then we will have the Veilguard in full. What else does... Oh, I think Emmrich has the option of 2 staffs. Oh, has he got a trinket? Oh, he does. Applies weakened, also applies vulnerability, necrotic. No, yeah, I mean, that's clearly the best stuff we can do. Yeah, Emmrich, I agree. The gift giving isn't as good as it could have been, for sure. Ooh, that medium armor, we will wear the iron cast. That's what it looks like if everyone wants to see it. It looks really cool. It just doesn't suit Taylor, because of course, the whole Antivan Crow thing. Should we change outfit for... No, we'll keep the same one for Tash. Let's go to Ravane. So Davrin wants me to go and train as San. We've got some stuff in Treviso to defeat the champion. I can probably try and... Oh, recommended level 30, never mind. We'll be doing all of this stuff anyway before we do finish Act 1. So there's still plenty, but yeah, like I said before, I like getting the entire party. Big Swigs, you're surprised so many people like Emmrich. Are you not a fan yourself? I personally love him. He is amazing. I think he did take Bioware by surprise too. Because everybody initially was like down for an Lucanus in terms of their male romance. But no. Out came Emmrich and swiped everybody away. Off their feet. They were enchanted to meet him, you could say. Over the top English accent. Hey now. Hey now. What's wrong with a good old over-the-top English accent? We love him. We love them here. He's the most cartoon-like both in voice and look. Oh, really? Yeah, iCity says, I like the subversion of his character. Ravane. Ravane is the most beautiful location in the game. Unfortunately, the map doesn't have that much though for me. But then again, the Lords did get 2 locations, I suppose. Hello. Sup?
Hey.
Good to meet you. Good to meet you. Tash, I hope. Good to meet you.
Tosh?
Yep.
Rook, I hear you need help.
The Lords want to hit a cave on the coastal cliffs. Big Vincimer makes her lair there. We get her out. The Lords
Big
get
Swigs
in,
is English
we go home and
too.
get drunk. Might be more on Tom. Don't get in my way.
We won't.
Let's move.
I just love coming here to take pictures of my princess necromancer.
So
you know
what's
what?
the plan exactly?
That's something we could do right
we
now.
need to lure the Vinsimer out of her lair. I set bait. She comes out to eat. My partners loot the lair while she's out here. We'll find the bait on the beach.
There is our Dreadwolf statue. We can't even get to you just yet. Yeah, it's such a beautiful location. It really is. I think we probably should, you know, take a selfie. But first, let's take a selfie. Kind of want more of Ravine in it. We'll get one later. Not really a good angle.
You said the dragon we're dealing with was a Vinsimer?
Yeah. Blue with a yellow belly. Breathes lightning.
Oh, I wish I'd known to prepare for lightning.
So Tash will not let us use that ability just yet.
Lords just want the horde in her lair.
Ooh, Anti-Gene. I figured out why this game doesn't jive with me. It's because you can't make Rook your Rook. They are basically pre-written. The Warden was my Warden, my Inquisitor, even my Hawk. But Rook is Rook. Yeah, I understand that. I get that too. It feels like there are 3 definitive Rooks based on the dialogue. And they're all generally the same. Kind of positive, upbeat, optimistic Rook. Funny, silly Rook. And then a bit more blunt Rook, but still generally not as blunt as I wish it could have gone. But I do get that. It does feel like there is generally limited dialogue options compared to previous Dragon Age games. It does help changing with the voices for sure, because this character, this Taylor, does feel a lot more optimistic, which is what we're going for. A lot more happier, upbeat than Bryony Corrigan's voice, which I love as well. So there is a bit of nuance there, but of course that dialogue is still the same. It's just being given a different kind of inclination, a different kind of tone. So it does hit a bit differently, but yeah, it's still the same words at the end of the day. Hello Justin, good to see ya. How you doing? Some of the cutscenes are too light for me. I do miss the RP of the older games. I agree to that too. My biggest issues, and I've said it enough now, but are the tone and the directional dialogue. And I have just made a review video if you want to kind of see my full, kind of ambiguous, nuanced take on this game. Overall, I really do enjoy it, but I would be remiss not to talk about its shortcomings as well. But I do understand where they come from because this game's had such a crazy development. But yeah, I definitely go over all of that and more in my review video. And in my next video, it's going to be a heartbreaking one because I'm looking at the cancelled Joplin plans, and it's a hard one because seeing what the original plan was and then comparing it to the Veilguard, it's very different.
Shit. This
But,
is not
yeah.
your land.
Come forth, blades undying.
That would have been so good. Oh, and I'm hitting hard. Right, let me... Yeah, get shocked. Oh, I've got my new ultimate, but is it really worth doing it on one dude? Oh, there's 2. As somebody who frequents Dublin regularly, the accuracy of that skit, oh, what skit, makes me absolutely crease. I caught the review video, agree with your points, and thought they were delivered, thoughtfully delivered. Thank you so much, Beandog, I really appreciate that. I've had a lot of nice positive comments on it. I'm not even positive. I don't care about positive comments, but in terms of respectful, people respecting my opinion and sharing their own opinion, as opposed to the opposite of people not doing that, because I've seen a lot of that. But my community has generally been one of respect and just having conversations to understand people's point of views without
Not like I follow the queue.
You've got the
getting
arm
uppity.
ropes.
like having a mutual conversation, like having an actual conversation, really.
You don't get to
you know,
tell me who
I don't
I
like
am.
it because of this. I don't like it because of that.
Doesn't matter anyway.
There's just
The
it's just an
Anton don't
opinion.
follow the
You know,
queue
there
either.
isn't anything more to it.
Not anymore.
Because the thing about this
Tell
game
me,
is,
Tosh, what made you want to
sorry,
join
these
us?
two are talking.
I don't.
I thought you wanted us here to help you.
No.
Thing about this game is the online discourse is either you love it and or you hate it. There's no in between, and for me that's just not true for me. Like, this game is nuanced. I love parts of it and I don't like parts of it. Overall, I really like
We're
it,
not fighting the dragon.
but there's so much nuance
No.
to it. There's so many
Midsummer's
things that I
big
like
game.
and I don't like,
Usually
and need
sea
further
level.
explanation. I
They're
can't
not
just
hostile
tell
unless
you
do something stupid.
point blank I like
Like
it or I don't like it.
poke
There's
around in
there's,
its
there's room
lair?
to be. There's room to
Right.
explore, and
So
that's
we lure
definitely
her
what
out.
I'm really
Lords go in
happy
and
of the
grab
review
and
I've
shine.
made.
But you do
That
kill
does
dragons,
reflect
right?
my opinion
You're
of
a
this game
dragon hunter.
pretty well. But, well, very, very well. And I appreciate people respecting that and equally allowing those conversations to say, I liked it because of this and I didn't like it because of this. We always knew going in anyway that this would be the most divisive Dragon Age game, and it definitely is. Some people love it and that's great, some people don't like it and that's absolutely fine. And there are others, like me, who have mixed opinions of it. And also, equally, they're all valid. Nobody is invalid for liking or disliking a game or having thoughts on it, you know? It's those conversations, though, like, as opposed to just being black or white about it, to actually delve into why you don't like it, explore
All
the
right.
reasoning,
Beach is up ahead.
you know,
Right.
provide
You
your
said we'd
take
find bait here?
on a
Bait'll
refined
find
level,
us.
really.
Come on.
Look
And that's,
there.
yeah, lady,
Deep
exactly.
stalkers.
Online discourse, so annoying when you fall in the middle. In my opinion, it was so, like, you can't paint it black or white. It wasn't like that. I didn't give it a review score. Didn't do anything like that. I just said this is my opinion again. And that was it. And it wasn't, I love it or I hate it. It's a mixed opinion. And therefore I have a mixed take. And then you have people like in the middle of people being like, how dare you not love it and how dare you not hate it? I'm like, what? Why can't I have my own opinion? As somebody who was followed the development of this game for 10 years, 8 years on YouTube, I feel like I'm very much qualified to have an opinion on this game. And it isn't black or white, it's very ambiguous. So I appreciate everybody who waited for me to play this game multiple times in order to deliver that opinion.
Specimen.
But yeah, I appreciate everybody as well who allows the ambiguity of that and treat people with respect, and that's a community that I've always wanted to create, and I'm really glad that it is that way currently, despite all the online discourse. That ultimate is sick. Hell yeah. That's exactly what we want. An attack that goes for multiple foes. Really love it. Okay, shut. That's all. Nothing is black and white. I can try and fault some D again, but I still like them. Exactly! And I've spent so much of my channel critiquing Inquisition, but Inquisition's my favourite game. If you watch my videos, you might be like, oh, he hates Inquisition. No, I love it. I just... everything. It's art. It's subjective, and there are things that could have been better and could have been worse. This isn't different. Just has different critiques. It's so good. The ult. Beandog, reading your comment or word. Any story it doesn't recognise. Solas's grey morality doesn't dry. I think that's, I need to scroll up. Let me kill this deep stalker and I will scroll up. Rogue, best class in the
Think
game.
that's the last
So
of them.
good.
Now what?
Now I get the fire going and make our dragon dinner.
Yeah, Beandog, exactly. And I created my channel to
Good.
critique
She'll like
and
it.
discuss and
And
talk.
this potion will put her to sleep for a few hours. But we gotta get her attention. Use the word up there.
My channel is to be
Come
as
on,
authentic
she'll
as
be
I
here
can
soon.
be.
So we held
And
up
that
our end of
means
the bargain?
making videos that sometimes I don't, well, not I don't want to make, but, you know, I want to make content that at the end of the day I go, I made that,
Now
I'm
we're trying
happy
to
with
take
that.
down evil god monsters
And
their blighted dragons.
my intended audience
That can't be right.
likes that
Dragons
content.
don't get
But
blighted. They're
the
smart
entire
enough to
reason of
avoid
having a
that crap.
channel
However it's
to
happening,
provide my
the
opinion
gods are using the blight to force
in
dragons
a
to
respectable
attack
but
people.
authentic way.
That's messed up. Somebody
If
needs
that
to
means
stop
saying that EA done frigged up, which has been something I've said consecutively for 8 years, then that's what we'll do. And if that's saying Bioware did a really good job, then that's what I'll do. With Inquisition, with the Veilguard, it's such a hard territory because it's been such through a long extended development, and EA aren't completely at blame, even though that really stings to say. They are largely at fault though, but there are things that internally we know BioWare did cock up. We know that. But this, you know, and I feel for those developers that did that have gone through this development, and have gone through that development hell, and have had the 10 years through so many decisions, and the developers who left, and the ones who've stayed, sorry, following those decisions and the things that they've had to do, and ultimately they've created a Dragon Age game that they wanted to create, and that's great. And I do feel for those developers, but then, you know, EA then laid off a bunch of talent. There's been so much shit for this game of make it a live service game. No, make it a, you know, give it a long-term gameplay revenue system. Single-player games don't sell anything. And the devs are like, what? And Mike Laidlaw leaves. A bunch of talent leaves. And that vision of a game that looks so good that we'll talk about in the next video looked amazing. And then some, you know, there's a team that's still there staying for that and to create something next that was going to be multiplayer, going to be live service, and they managed to fight, even in the midst of all those decisions, fight EA and say, no, we need to make it single player. And they managed to do that. And this is the result of all of those mishaps and those pivots. And I'm really happy with the finished product, really am. But it comes at an understanding of EA being shit, a lot of mishap with BioWare, its management, and things going on there. There's lots and lots. It's so convoluted. That's why it's really hard just to, like, I'm really happy with the result of this game. But I'm not going to be like obscuringly positive about it, because there are things that are lacking, and there are things that as a hardcore fan are annoying, and there are things about as a game that are annoying. And so it's mixed. It's really mixed. Day 4, clear weather, warm and humid. Found more traces of gold in lower streams. Tomorrow we'll attempt to climb the upper cliffs. Pardon me. I believe a major load may be near. Have seen Anthem again, but it's easy enough to avoid them. So yeah, there are things I love, things I don't like. Development been freaking crazy. It's a miracle this game exists in one regard. At the same time, there are things that have been sloppily done. The blight botches get so annoying. The crystals, the spirits get annoying. Sometimes I miss, and I you know, this might call me a hypocrite. Sometimes I miss the fetch quest design of Inquisition. I liked the open world dynamic in some regard compared to this. But again, that's just my authentic take. Just because I liked the more banter, just the more levels you could go to, the openness of that. But in hindsight, the Anthem are right off. Bye, Kitty. Thank you so much for joining, Kitty. I appreciate it. The Anthem are right outside. If they find me, tell the remainder is too soaked with blood to be legible. But that's the thing, this game is very different to other Dragon Age games. It is more like Dragon Age 2 with its action-adventure style, but it's less of an RPG, and it is different, and it is open to critique. Because it is less of an RPG, and there is less nuance and less choice. But yeah, ultimately happy with it. There are a lot of shortcomings, though. I can understand why.
Letting us know she sees
but
us.
I do enjoy this.
Might
game.
also be her way of
If
saying
I didn't enjoy it,
food.
I wouldn't be doing content on it. People have been like, you have said nice things, or you're holding back because you have to. No, I would talk about other games, and that's something I'm going to do anyway. But like, if I didn't like this game, I wouldn't be playing it right now. I wouldn't be streaming it. I wouldn't be.
Was it abandoned?
This used to be a big Grey Warden outpost.
Hello, Canid. How you doing? I see a lot of Emmrich talk in the chat. Do I need to get these to face each other? I think I do. No, I don't have to. That's another puzzle in itself. That can come later. The thing that is annoying is in missions you don't unlock the fast travel parts of the maps. So then you have to go back in the map later on to get the fast travel locations, which I think is annoying.
see the Untom have arrived.
Let's check inside the fort. I want to see what they're doing.
Oh, I would have loved more Solas. Yeah, I won't. Kinid, you are surprised I'm still playing it? How come? I think my review was a fair critique of a lot of the feedback of the flaws, but I don't think it was overly critical or overly harsh. I said that I love this game and I enjoy it, and I just talked about its shortcomings. I don't see why it will be a surprise that I am still playing this game, personally. I don't think it was that critical. Just my authentic opinion. Bearing in mind I did say multiple times that I really enjoyed this game. However, I need to talk about the things I don't like.
Attacking from afar! I'm ready again!
Weak dust people? I'll show
Exactly,
you weak
Emmrich.
dust people!
Let me read that out.
The
So
Untom took over the outpost after
one
the
can
Grey
give
Wardens
constructive
abandoned
criticism
it?
and still like something.
Yeah.
It's not mutually
Vervain
exclusive.
and the Canary
And the
were
intent
peace
behind that is so
forever.
BioWare can
Then the
hear that
Untom broke away from the Qun and invaded.
constructive criticism from a
Canary
place,
builders
but
are
like a
part of a
creator like
different
myself,
caste.
who is
They didn't break
respected in the
away.
community, and the
So
devs
the
do
Untom
appreciate
took
my
over old forts like
content.
this instead of building
But so
their
they can
own.
hear it from a place like me, where it's not just people online who we've seen the Discord, you've seen the content, you've typed Dragon Age Veilguard in on YouTube, and it's crazy. It comes from a place of, you know, of passion for the studio, of you know, 8 years of pining over this game and understanding at the same time. It's from a nice, the right kind of place. So, can it not only being critical part, but on the whole lack of choices? I played through it twice and I craved to have my Rook act differently. Yeah, no, I get that. And the thing is, we're doing a different playthrough today anyway, so I get where you're coming from. But, yeah, on the regarding the choices, there are a few choices I haven't really done, and this is a different playthrough to do Emmrich's romance and do the choice of Emmrich. So we are doing things differently for this playthrough, and it's also Taylor Swift too, so I can have a bit more fun with it, as opposed to it being a self-insert on my second mage playthrough. And I also haven't played Rogue yet, so this is a chance for this streams to play as a Rogue too. Your instructions are unchanged. Use the nets to bring the dragon from the sky and the grapples to tie it down. Do this and win glory for the Untom. Exactly, Oz Sky. This is
Grapples,
Taylor's version.
nets. The Untom are going after the Vincimer.
Surely the dragon can defend herself against the Untom.
Not after I drugged her.
Rakita, that's a good point. The Veilguard, it feels like Emmrich is the only outsider. The rest of the team almost have no issues. I agree. Emmrich is the best character. Love Emmrich so much. Sand, what really hooked me to DAI, Inquisition, and sunk its teeth was the companions, their banter, the constant chatter, the differences, and that is something I wanted more. I agree to that too, for sure. The ambiguity, the different relationships, like Vivienne hates Cole, even Cassandra's wary of Cole, and the dynamic that brings Iron Bull scared of him is like, okay, dude. You don't get that in the Veilguard. Everybody likes each other. And they've said that's because it's the end of the world scenario, so it makes they would have to be joined together anyway because of the scenario. But like, they could have said that about Inquisition, the whole breach coming down, it being at the end of times. They still had their feuds. Orders came down today. We're abandoning the fortress. No more Darkspawn. Too expensive to maintain. I can't believe it. Worse, Tops was reassigned to Bloody Ferelden and I'm being sent to Weishaupt. I don't know what I'll do without them. It's been Tops and Mel since joining. Bloody hell, Bloody Ferelden. Warden Mel Caravu, 633 steel. Fair point, Canid. Oh, Beandog, you got Tumblr commissions. No way, that's sick. Haven't unlocked Tasha's firepower yet. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with chat as well as fight. It can be quite tricky. Bloody elf Melcaraver. Lady said, what helped me with my replay was accepting differences, but mostly being reactive to your race and faction and designing my second look thereafter. Yeah. It's helped me is choosing different voices too, because I've said it a lot, I know, but Bryony Corrigan really offers a good gruff feminine voice that has changed the game quite a fair bit towards the more positive voices, and I like that a lot. Like, Erika Ishii's perfect for Taylor Swift right here, but it's really good if you want to play a more gruff, blunt Rook. Bryony Corrigan's voice, I loved it. Really good.
Enemies at range.
Good shot. Come on, charge at me, bro. Come on, come on. Hell yeah, Beandog. I love it. Love it.
Good job, Emmrich. They're hitting us from there.
Yeah, regarding the whole DLC thing, we need to see how well this game's done successfully, and we still don't know. We can see that how many copies are sold and stuff. It's around the 2 million, we assume. But we need to see what EA's expectations are. That's the thing. We don't know EA's expectations, and therefore we can't put into reality how well the game's done.
It's over.
Because selling similarly to Dragon's Dogma sounds amazing and great, but we don't know what the expectation was for a Dragon Age title. Let's look at the chat for a second. I hope BioWare give us more content for Veilguard or for Dragon Age 5. Is that stand? Is that Dragon Age 5 or Veilguard? I know it's delusional, I know, but I really hope that with the next Dragon Age game, if there is to be one, that I really think that it would have a better development cycle, considering the Veilguard's 10-year hectic one, and therefore I think it could be a better game, because it wouldn't, hopefully, again, speaking hypothetically and very, very positive, very much like in the right mindset of BioWare learning and EA learning, that they would have learned from those mistakes, so it could be better.
They haven't seen us yet.
But
Hey!
that remains to be seen.
I brought her down. She's mine by right.
Makara.
Mara Namra Benari Ebala. Atash Martarost, Asitarala. Kuto.
Hell yeah, Toby. No, I will give Slayer another try. Thank you for watching it though. Appreciate it.
Tarala. Come on!
A Soul of Villain post-game book. I say it'll be amazing. Be amazing. I think we should have a book. Ugh. Maybe exploring what the hell happened to the Red Lyrium Idol and how Solas, like a prequel book, Solas cured it of the Blight. John Epler did confirm in the IGN, in an IGN video, that it was a ritual, another ritual. Oh, I need some help. Oh, but I'd like to see how and why.
Watch for incoming.
Look at the little sleeping dragon, eh? How adorable. Bro, don't think so. Right. Emmrich to the rescue. Oh, I need to learn how to parry. I really do. We'll just run around for a second. Chat doesn't mind. Can you imagine, Jack? It would be amazing. Emmrich really out of his depth here, it's true. Thank you, Tash. Right. Boop. Oh. I need Emmrich to recharge so he can heal me. For now, what we'll do is we'll just take him out one by one. Emmrich, recharge! Help Taylor. Yeah, EA, sorry, Kanid had a comment about EA prone to axing studios. Unfortunately, it's the biggest thing we know them for. I don't think it'll happen with BioWare yet, with the next Mass Effect in development. Again, I don't know. Obviously, I am just a guy. I'm just a dude. I don't know if they would axe... I mean, I was about to say... I don't know if they would axe the next Mass Effect in development. I mean, they axed the initial iteration of Dragon Age mid-development, so they probably would. It's EA. That's the one thing I've got to say, chat, is I don't like is when people say that I'm a shill because I despise EA. I tone my opinion of EA down in my videos just to be respectful to the developers, because I know that the developers work at EA and there's nothing they can do about that, but I don't like EA. I don't have a working relationship with BioWare and EA anyway. But yeah, I can't stand them for all the reasons and above. Layoffs, how they've treated that with not giving BioWare staff severance pay, the whole shit around the pivots and their malpractices. I don't even want to get started. If we don't get this Sullivan book, I City, we could always make it ourselves. Haha.
Ready.
Got ya. And we leveled up. Literally, Beandog. Literally.
You breathed fire.
Yeah.
That display of fire we just witnessed. You're not a mage, are you, Tash?
No. Did you want to expand on your answer at all?
We can talk later.
Rikito said, David Gader on Blue Sky said something that, whatever control you think BioWare had over Veilguard, they had less regarding EA's control. Bloody hell.
Yeah, she's gonna be pissed. Hopefully she just flies off.
Yes, I City, fanfic, fanfiction, all of it. All of it. Sand, hear me out, one of those parallel universes. Okay, they're talking about something else. I think I'm joining the tail end of that conversation. Lots of light attacks and roll, strike and roll. It's true, Toby. Toby, Rogue is so good. I saw that you mentioned you normally play as Rogue. Love Rogue. Maybe Slayers didn't hit me because I wasn't a fan of the gameplay style, I'm not sure, but I love Rogue. And Mage surprised me in this game too. I enjoyed Mage a lot. Yeah, I see. I'm the exact same about releasing fan fiction and fan art. It takes me forever to reveal it, release it to other people.
Now safe to finish its nap, uninterrupted. Another was about to wake up. The surviving
Dragon King
poachers carried news of a fire-breathing Kunari back to their leader. Tosh and the team would soon find themselves being hunted by the Dragon King.
The Dragon King. I wish it was Rasan. I wish Rasan was in this game. She was a Tomasrin from the comics.
Wonderfully done, Tash. Well,
hey
you played with the big scary
Isabella.
dragon. We looted the shiny stuff from her cave. So, Rook, Varric's talked about you. I see he wasn't making shit up this time. They call me Isabella, among other things.
What did you find in the cave?
That's fair,
A lot of
Kinid.
dragon shit,
That is very fair,
fancy
Kinid.
trinkets, and this.
Ooh, iCity, hey Jack, is your fanfiction anywhere? I've put it in the fanfiction in the Discord server, but only a tiny bit of it. Not much. As long as you're happy, is that viable? Is that magical? Is that magical is what I think Taylor would say.
It almost looks like a rune. Does it do anything?
Shit, I hope not.
It conveys knowledge. While not as impressive as a magical explosion, it can still change the world.
Rook, this is Shathan. She's our expert on Qunari artifacts.
This piece predates the Steel Age by centuries. It comes from an earlier attempt at settlement. One that left no survivors. You used your fire.
What? No.
Were you seen by the Antam? You promised you would be careful, Evatosh. You need to be away for a while. It is good you are joining Rook's team.
I'm what?
Yep. How is this a surprise?
Wait, were you not aware of this? Our contact here said you'd agreed to join us.
Didn't Shathan... I thought you and your mother had agreed on this.
Nope.
Whoops. Well, you'll work it out. You always do. For gold and glory, Tosh. You're welcome back whenever. Rook, pleasure doing business with you.
Mother, what did you do?
I thought you would enjoy the chance to work with Rook's team. Do you not wish to stop these blighted dragons?
Of course I do. I might have decided to join on my own. Maybe after you talked to me.
I talked to you about not using your fire in front
Hello,
of the
Random
Antam.
Riku. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. How you doing, Random Riku? From Scotland. Hey, I love Scotland. Hell yeah. Oh, thank
I will
you.
prepare potions for you to take. Would you prefer ginger?
Appreciate
or
you being a long-time lurker.
The ginger.
The ginger.
Hassan Vinek. Rook.
I'd love
You
that
will
out of
keep her
context.
safe.
The ginger. Beandog, just it's nuts that Isabella just appears. I agree. It's like, okay, no context. Isabella, if you're a lot of fortune, you do get a note from her, but still it's just like no context. Also, Rakito talked about a fan fiction that was an asexual and not thinking there'd be any interest in that. I would love to read something like that. I loved Solas's romance is similar to that kind of dynamic. Not completely, but I love that romance. There's loads of things you can do without there being, you know, that kind of dynamic. So I would absolutely be interested in that. She ran over you. She's very caring. I like her. She's very caring.
Well, it must be nice to have your mother so involved in your life.
Disgusted noise back.
Welcome to the team. Might not be what you wanted, but we could really use the help.
I'll get my stuff.
Thank you, Gorilla Suplex. Appreciate it.
Hey.
I definitely aim
It is.
for it to be. Definitely.
Sorry?
Joining your team. It is what I wanted.
Glad to hear it.
Oh, sorry, Random. I was thinking it'd be funny if you had an out of context video of just bits of this game and then just Tash saying the ginger out of context. Just thought that would be quite funny. Now we have the full Veilguard team ready to go.
The Antam hate magic. They always talk about how much better Qunari are than everyone else. Now they worship elven gods for power? Hypocrites. But it explains why they pushed so hard into Ravane.
With this, Demeter's Crossing and the Blighted Dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with, feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
That's reassuring. The gods move fast, so we fight back. The gods move fast. Taylor's going to try and be positive and rally up the team in this aspect. We've got to bring the ears to her, to Thedas, you know?
Didn't take the gods long to attract support from all the worst people in Thedas.
They're offering power to anyone who wants it. The Venatori and Antam won't question what it will cost.
So how do we fight back then?
We don't have an army, but we do have allies, like the Veil Jumpers.
After Demeter's Crossing, it's personal.
Oh, hi,
for them.
Varric. I forgot you weren't here for a second. Didn't realize you were there.
We saved Treviso.
You impressed Viago.
That is quite a challenge
Well,
on its own.
he is in our house.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan in Minrathous.
Could she have found some trace of the gods?
Probably. Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
I also heard from Grey Wardens out in the Hossberg wetlands.
Antoinevka. Love him.
Something strange is happening with the Blight there. I bet it involves the gods.
Rokito, Taylor, Rook casually wearing heavy armor in her leisure time. It's true. She just wants to look fabulous any occasion she can. Any specifics?
Any details on the blight in the wetlands?
Antoine said he didn't write it down.
Why not?
Either he didn't trust someone else wouldn't read the note, or he didn't want us to panic.
And then, how's the first warden doing?
The first warden didn't seem impressed the last time we met.
I heard he told you to piss up a rope.
Yep.
Will he be in the wetlands?
I don't keep track, but he can't stop you from asking a few questions, if we're fast enough.
That's as good as lead as we've got.
Gillenane has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking blight than wardens.
Morrigan and those wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages? It's not clear.
They're gods. Or the
Nev's
closest
back!
damn thing to them.
Hey, I love Nev.
Nev, you're back.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, Gorilla asked a really good question. Are you noticing things you didn't in your previous run? Like Solas's pause when you bring up Varric after the intermission? I am indeed. There was, and I won't spoil anything, but there was one dialogue option where you are brute and blunt to Solas. Sorry, blunt to Solas, and it was this previous stream actually. And he said something like, well, at least you've still got Varric to talk to. And it hits so flipping hard with this playthrough being a third playthrough. So this is the first time being a rogue, but a third playthrough having completed the game twice. First time as a warrior, second time as a mage, third as a rogue, and I'm enjoying rogue the most. It's so good. But yeah, that was so hard to hit. That's why I wanted to play the game a second time while making my review that I made over the weekend, because I wanted... And my first playthrough, if you've seen the impressions video, very much, very, very hyped. The dopamine of playing a Dragon Age game after so long. The 10-year wait, the feelings of that not really hitting while playing the game. Second playthrough helped me be more grounded, actually write things down, actually think more pragmatically about the game, and then notice things a lot more. And that's why I'm glad, my impressions video, it wasn't a review. People took it as a review. It wasn't. It was a reaction to playing the game. No, that's why I'm glad I took a second playthrough and then half of my third playthrough, or a third of my third playthrough to then write my review. Meet everyone. Glad you're back. We are glad to see Nev.
Good to have you back. This is Professor Emmrich Volkaren, our fate expert.
Yes, it
and
is.
Tosh, our dragon hunter. They joined while you were away.
Hey.
Charmed.
Oh, did you just tell everybody he's charmed to see them?
So you're a dragon hunter? Minrathous could have used you.
What's going on?
Back home, what isn't? Look, you made an impossible call without enough information. I get it.
Gotta save my own homeland,
It's the corner the gods put us in. It just might take time to shake off.
Shake it off.
Back,
Hell yeah.
right? Yeah, well,
that's something that Taylor does
I'm
very
back.
well. Beandog asked if I've seen the nicknames that Mary Kirby has given the Veilguard companions. I have not. Please put them in the chat. Don't leave again. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming back.
Given how things have gone, I wouldn't blame you for staying away. So thanks. We can't do this without you.
After what happened to Minrathous, I've got even more reason to go after the gods. If anyone's got a shot at this, it's the people here.
Hell yeah.
I'm still on the job. Count on it.
So we need to get her unhardened.
Let's follow up on some leads.
I'll let Lady Morrigan know we're ready to meet.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendale.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
Oh, Random Riku, you can talk about the Viper data mining if you want. Yeah, we did talk about that last stream, so go for it.
Never easy, is it, kid?
Oh.
What do you mean?
It never is,
Making
Varric.
the big choices, then living with the consequences.
I haven't had much training. Someone has to. It shouldn't be easy. I don't think she should get... she might get emotional. Yeah, she should get emotional with Varric. We'll let her guard down.
I don't think it ever should be easy. As soon as it gets easy, you're not the right person to make those decisions. It needs to be hard. That's how you know you're taking it seriously.
And that's why I recruited you, Rook. You get that. Not everyone does. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend, and dealing with whatever the Warden's found. All this chatting is taking it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit. Good work, Rook. You'll find your way through this. I know it.
I agree, Gorilla. I think in time, people... The discourse right now will fade. It will, of course, fade. People will move on to another game. They'll move on to something else. It will less be on the front page of YouTube like it has been on my... And I get it, I'm obviously a Dragon Age creator anyway, so it's always at the front. But the hatred for this game, the uncalled for stuff, will fade eventually. You know, obviously it's fine to criticize it, review it, have your actual thoughts. But there's another aspect, and you know what I'm talking about, to this that is just full on... Another thing that I'm not even going to get into, but yeah, that will fade eventually, and there will be more love for this game. I really like this game. Of course, I've got my criticisms. I've shared them in the video, but I've really enjoyed this game, and you know, overall, it is a great game. And I think in time, people like Andromeda, people will, you know, that Andromeda got patched up for a while, and then people started going back to it a year after release, 2 years. They got mods on it. And they started to enjoy that game a lot more, a lot more. I personally didn't love Andromeda. I thought it was okay. Veilguard for me is a lot better than Andromeda in my opinion. Really like Veilguard, especially compared to Andromeda. But even I, 2 years after Andromeda came out, went back to it and enjoyed it a lot more, knowing what I was going in for. I do hope and think history will be kind. Yeah. I'm still going to be talking about this game. You know, I'm still a Bioware creator 101. I wouldn't be talking about this game if I didn't like it. I do like it. Yeah. Not about its criticisms, but it's still a really good game. Davrin, what have you got for us?
Carving monsters, huh? Didn't figure you for an artist.
This? It's by necessity. If you know your enemy, their weak spots, maybe you live another day.
Safe from tiny monsters.
Well, when the army of miniature monsters invade, we'll know how to beat them.
Size is nothing. A Rygar can ruin your day with one bite. The poison swells your brain.
That could explain Solus.
Standard bestiaries are always some mage drawing things they've never seen, taking the piss out of it. They don't understand how when the hunt ends and you come nose to nose with an ogre, someone's going to die.
Ooh, Shoshana really likes Davrin. Davrin is the most well-written character. I like Davrin a lot. Oh, should we give him a flirt? He was written by the Lucas Chris Johnson, who wrote Garrus. Who is it for?
Who are you doing it for?
Balmor, that imbecile in Tebinter, lecturing on things he doesn't know about. And Ludric over in Rivain thinks taking a rock wraith down with a lucky shot makes him a champion.
He's so egotistical. Sculpturing toys does? Sculpting, sorry.
You'd think he'd know better. It's sculpting toy monsters that makes you a champion.
That's right. He never understood. You're a funny one.
Oh, thank you.
I couldn't help it.
Okay, maybe I'm taking this a little far. But if you say you're an expert, show me some expertise.
I like your determination.
I like your passion.
If you're going to do something, be the best at it.
Is that just for work, or...?
In all things.
Noted. So where's the gloom howler in all this?
Can't carve it till I know what it is.
True. Yeah, son,
you want a piece of the howler, boy?
Is he ready?
Was I ready the first time I fought a Hurlock?
Well, you're still alive.
I got my ass handed to me. Broke 4 ribs and cracked my jaw. Then I got back up and drove a blade through its skull. In this line of work, Asan and I are only as strong as the quarry we hunt.
Good. You'll learn by doing, then that'll get you killed. You'll learn by doing.
Makes sense. He'll learn to fight by fighting.
I don't know another way. Out there in the world, you sink or swim.
Can a half lion, half eagle swim?
Don't know.
That's a good question.
Hassan?
I didn't do that. I hadn't done that dialogue before.
Which half was that?
Search me. Both halves share the same stomach.
Right. See you around.
Chat, Hassan or Manfred, you have to choose. You can only save one. Who are you saving? I do love this Hawk Champion armor though, as attire. Feels like I've modded the game. Which is something we can do, I probably will do in future playthroughs, is future streamed playthroughs, is mod. Not for this one, because we'll keep this one vanilla. But yeah, in the future I'll consider making modded playthroughs. Oh, Sand, what a good question. Has Taylor hugged Hassan? Taylor hasn't hugged Hassan yet. Hassan, boy. Oh, he's not there. Yeah, Beandog, good question. Hassan could probably swim better than Rook. I can't hug Hassan right now. I must have, yeah. Oop, thought I was dead then. So Tash wants to give us a quest. I'll have a look if I've got any new armors as well. Oh, it's this one. Is this a dragon? Hey Tash. Oh yeah, it's the new location. We've been trying to get supplies to the crows in Treviso, but the crows who were supposed to pick up the supplies here in Ravane never reported. If you and your fancy new friends have a time, could you check it out? The drop point was over the coast for golden glory. Oh, same Shoshana. Literally, was it like 50% of people hadn't hugged Hassan? That's just sacrilegious. Who has... Oh, Tash has leveled up. Tash, let's get... not bothered about Fortune's favour. Spitfire, yep. And then, what have we got? So we're not bothered about Fortune's favour. Not bothered about Dragon's Roar, I'm not bothered about that. Spitfire... Dragonfire Strike and Fire Breath. No. Yep. Yes, Sand, I'm definitely going to be streaming Dragon Age Inquisition in the future. Yeah, I'm going to do that after this stream. What I'm going to do is have somebody just check these runes. Scourge is okay. I always use Crystallize, so it doesn't matter. Ravage, I'm not going to use. But is there anything better? Scourge, Fire. Oh, okay. Ranged attacks break through guard for 10 seconds. That might be good, but I just like freezing enemies, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming Inquisition after the Veilguard. And then I am going to stream Mass Effect Andromeda. I think that's what I'd like to do. Let's go to Treviso. Let's do a quest in Treviso. No way, Shoshana. They unfortunately laid off the person who made the Hassan hugging animations on Dragon Age Day. Who was that, Shoshana? That is awful. Flipping heck. Oh my goodness, I didn't even know they had layoffs recently. Oh, thank you, Random Riku, for joining. Really appreciate it. And again, thank you for just commenting and saying, you know, you've been a long-time lurker and you appreciate my content. It means a lot. Also, Scotland. Love Scotland. Pick up some quests, shall we?
There's
L. Oh, no way. I think I follow them. L. Oh, no way. L to Chi. Oh, flipping heck. Yeah, I've definitely seen them on X, but I haven't been on it as much lately. I've been taking a break from it, but that's awful. Oh, thank you, Lucy. I appreciate it. Dearest Viago, you may not believe this, but I've learned something about those boorish Antam that may be useful. Send someone when you can, or come by with Taya. I have some new pieces to show. Regards, Mistress Trella, proprietress of the Trelia Gallery of Fine
an interesting letter there, Rook.
Bye, Random Riku. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't even know where I found it, just in the crystallized ruin, but it's brilliant. Unmistakable. A venatori lurking in an Antivan crow meeting spot? Coincidence? No. They left as soon as they saw me. Tevinter's snakes should not know about that place. Troubling? Very troubling. I will see if anything develops before I disturb deer. Overworked Taya and Viago, but I also take a post closer to the diamond, just in case.
A journal about seeing venatori and crow meeting spots.
Intrigue beckons, surely.
Absolutely.
Let's dig around some more.
Always eager for your business.
We need to level up the crows so we can get more crow armor. We'll buy that one. I can already tell it's not going to be that good. I like what I think Lucanus is wearing something okay. Treviso crow. Let's get it. And then they're just swords. Yeah, crystallize is so good.
Safe travels.
Yeah, I like what Lucanus is currently wearing. It's cool. Right, what quests have we got in Treviso? I think I've got a few now. What's this one? The legendary champion. I'm level 20. I think we should try it. We'll try it. It's normal difficulty. I'm a rogue. We can do it, can't we? We'll give it a whirl. Who are you? Hello.
I've seen you around.
You will have. Was that it?
About that subject from before.
Oh, what are you two talking about?
Emmrich, you're a Mortalitasi.
Mortalitasi is a general term. I belong to the Morn Watch.
Yeah, you do.
But you are a necromancer.
Yes, certainly.
That growl. Thank you, iCity. I appreciate it. We were going to try. We're going to aim, not try. We will see what we can do. Look at that. That was sick.
The gods empower.
The gods will not be in power. I'll tell you that. Yeah, Veil Ranger is great, iCity. Thank you for the recommendation. Oh. Yeah, we need to level up Emmrich's healing spell for sure.
That venatori dropped a note.
Is everyone intact?
Where was the note? Is it a note on the venatori? I haven't got the quest active, so I'm just like, eh? What? Where is the note? I guess I probably should activate the quest, eh? Oh, it's just a radar. Brilliant. Right, let's find the note then. I mean, they were over here. Nope, it's definitely... Where is the note? There it is. There you are. To my venatori brethren in Treviso, one of our people was spotted colluding with a crow. The witnesses were not close enough to see the traitor's identity, but we can assume they're selling secrets to the assassins. Let us find our wayward member and teach them that the venatori are not so lightly abandoned.
A venatori traitor?
Good to know.
Something's up with the crows and
Let's try it.
venatori. The journal belongs to a crow named Chance. We'll look for them around the diamond. Maybe they know what this is about.
Okay. Come on, Emmrich and Lucanus, do not fail me now.
On the job.
I mean, it's okay if they do fail me, we'll just... Not before I can hit you, bro. Haha.
Get clear. Say this.
I know somebody. Oh, I know somebody who's concluding with a crow. Professor Emmrich Volkerin of the Mornwatch. You know it. Uh-oh. Oh, if he didn't heal me then, I was gonna die, but I died anyway. Boom. Okay. Headshots for the win. What are you doing? What are you doing like that? What are you doing?
Get clear!
Get shocked, bro. Emmrich, you healed me when I was on full health, bro.
They're all yours.
Best thing about a rogue is just slowing time, like whenever you want, not waiting for Nev's spells. It's great. No, I don't think so. So I mean, I've still got like these. Whoa. Right, Emmrich, don't touch it. I mean, I should just do that, really. I'm so used to playing it just casually. Combo, but I need him to heal me, so no combo. Like so.
Get out of it.
I mean, I can just go. Unleash those heavy attacks. Right. I need to try Rogue on my next playthrough. Oh yeah, you should, Sashuna. It's so fun.
Thanks, Adonis.
Anytime.
Just feels more dynamic. Emmrich, heal me. I froze. Yes. There we go.
Hold on, Rook.
Never mind. It's great. It's like, we're halfway there. And we just got rolled. Yeah, headshot necrosis build, literally. Yeah. I love the ult because it just follows you around. Whereas quite a few ults, if you miss, you're screwed. Like the mage spellblade one. This though, nah, no missing. Right, these two are ready. You know what? Let's actually get some combo opportunity. Go in. Like that. Don't think so.
Run, quickly. Get clear. Move, quickly.
Yeah, we'll get this. We'll get him.
Just say when.
Just say when. How about now? Oh. He's staggered. Get him! Get him! Get him! Come on, get him! Emmrich, use your thing! Get him!
No shelter from the dead.
No, no, no. I don't think so. Desmond.
Say they were.
Oh, that was a good headshot. That. You know what we've got to do though, City? We've got to do a 360
On it.
We kind of hit him. I have no potions now, that's reckless. Oh! Oh no 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 no. Oh, no 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 no. Oh, that was silly. I used 2 potions in one. No 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 no. No 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 no.
Just say what.
We're just gonna get healed for a bit longer. No, don't think so. No.
Get out of there.
Yes, I see. Yeah, well, I'd love to know the fun fact about Desmond because he's trying to obliterate me. Okay, we've got this. We've got this. We've got this. Surely, surely. We just got to be careful. No being reckless. Oh. No, fine. Oh. Emmrich, please. Oh, he's got 0 seconds. Right. Heal. And then you can't. You go off dead. You're dead and nothing. Oh. Oh. We can no scope the undead. Oh. Ow. That did hurt enough. Alright, well this is where we just run around.
Get clear.
The fun fact is there is a codex at some point, I don't know if Jax already has it, but in the codex Solas sends Elganon a letter. I just love being able to... Ooh! I knew he was going to do that. No, 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 no. No, Lucanus, don't go after him. Go after him. Come on, we got it, we got it, we got it. Ooh! Yeah, we got Desmo. We got ya. Okay. Solas sends Elganon a letter at some point. Elganon doesn't even bother to respond to Solas and instead gets one of his lackeys to send Solas a generic reply. The lackey then signs that letter is Desmo. Ah. Oh yeah, that's sick.
Every one of these gets us a little farther.
Desmo the literate. Look at him. Look at him now. Ha ha ha. We got him. Yeah, Rogue is so fun. Highly recommend playing as a rogue. I'm loving every second of it. I think I used the Mother's Curse quite a lot. Tool ability damage. How do you get in there if they're all bust? He's so shiny. He really was, wasn't he? A nice shiny corpse. Must be a quest if we can't go in now. Right, what quest were we doing? We just decided to do that. I mean, do I fast travel or do I just jump on the zip line? Darkspawn are very shiny in the Veilguard. It's true.
As a spirit mage, Emmrich, you must sense spite.
I'm sorry that you two came together under such unjust circumstances. Mm-hmm. Ah. Ah. My sympathies.
You can hear spite? Even when he doesn't take me over?
This close, yes.
I am so sorry.
Hell yeah. I literally didn't bring those two like once in my 2 other playthroughs, so...
love a good zip line.
Yes, they do.
You ever talk to Jacobus?
I do wish we could go down there in the casino, as opposed to just the rooftops, but hey ho. Emmrich really is the best.
Are you Chance Candide? Found your journal. Couldn't help reading something about Venatori.
Ah, you've become embroiled in our local mystery.
Yes, I have.
If you wish
Chance.
to help, let me shed some light.
Go for it.
Venatori were spotted lurking in places where the crows conduct confidential business.
What can we do?
I like his
It would be a
mustache.
great help if you could search near our dead drops in the flooded district. That's where Venatori were last spotted. Please look for any clues as to what our spies are after.
If you insist. Right, well, we'll just fast travel.
The drowned district has had other names, but none stuck. And demons love drama.
A significant amount of effort goes into preventing just this sort of trouble in the necropolis. I couldn't imagine the mess if this took hold.
Right, so what have we got over here? Does it want me to have a look over here? I can see so many little quest markers going in and around. Is that a dog? Okay, it's fine. It's not. It's not a cat. Taylor has to pet all the cats she walks past. All of them. The writer of this note has pressed their pen down heavily. P. I need to see you again urgently. I dare not say what it's about in open words. The rest is an unknown cipher.
Wine glasses. Like people were toasting a deal.
Not a vintage I've seen on any grow table.
Iago wouldn't be caught dead with any wine that wasn't twice as expensive as this.
It's likey dialogue. I apologize for the likiness. It sometimes just happens. Is that a cat or is that a beggar? I mean, well, there you go. Dog. We do not pet dogs. Taylor doesn't like dogs. No, she does.
Get your meat.
Unpopular opinion. Go on, City. Tell us your unpopular opinion. Someone back here again. Does it want me to? Ah, that's where it wants me to go. Makes sense. Boop. There we go. Did anybody see the cat cafe in Tevinter? S. Find me where we had our first rendezvous. Discretion, always.
Another secret note between a crow and a venatori.
Okay, now we need some light. It's too hard to see. Secrecy is paramount, as you should know. Meet me here.
That's our third note by these crow and venatori spies.
Well, we've got a... Let's do it. There you go.
Half of these letters are written in a cipher I can't make out. Let's talk to Chance.
Do you have the quest where you free Jacobus? I think I've done that. Yeah, I think I have done that quest. Because he is not in the casino. I think I did that quest. Yeah, we did. Yeah, there's a cafe in Manrafis in Docktown. I will find it when we go there one day. It's brilliant.
Chance, we found notes from the crow and venatori spies, but parts of them are in code.
Ah, thank you. This may yet help trace their movements. Give me a while to break
I
the cipher
recognize
on these
Chance's
letters.
voice. Anybody know? I recognize his voice. What's he been in? Unless he just voiced out another character in the game, but I recognize his voice. Right, we'll go back to the lighthouse and we'll call it here. We'll see if Emmrich wants to speak to me though. Because we've at least got Emmrich and Tash. The Veilguard's been recruited. And now we're going to be doing a bit of side quests here and there. Building up a few of the locations. Helping our companions. And then we'll be chatting with more... Well, meeting the Inquisitors next, really. But then there's a bunch of crossroad stuff. Because I'm playing it on normal difficulty, there's more things we need that will take a lot more time. Which is cool, because it means we have plenty of time to do streams. Oh, a helper awaits. Let me just speak to Tash.
Usually have to dodge traps and fight spiders to see this much old elven stuff. Talk to Isabella if you want to sell any of it. She'll get you a good deal.
Spoken like a veteran treasure hunter.
Yep, for gold and glory.
Oh,
The lords
endgame
make
for
ones
sure,
no one
yeah.
else can.
Sand endgame is where I
Isabella's
took
undies
more
would catch
screenshots.
fire if she saw all this.
So what do you do?
So why do the Lords of Fortune care
What about you,
enough about
Sand?
dragons to have a dedicated dragon hunter?
Lots of great old crap ends up in dragon hordes.
Why do dragons care about gathering treasure? It's not like they go to the market.
Dragons like metals and gems. Anything glittery catches their eye.
So they're like really large magpies.
Kinda. And they live for centuries. Lots of time to gather a bunch of shiny crap. Plus all the gear carried by idiots who thought they could kill a dragon.
No, have fun, no stealing, okay. Please be careful looting. Have fun stealing. Oh, wait, we can ask another question, can't we? You must find lots of traps.
Bet you deal with a lot of nasty traps during those treasure hunts.
Yep.
What's the most complicated one you've dealt with?
Old elven armory. Had letters on tiles. Probably supposed to spell out the name of a god or something.
Probably?
I don't read elven. Found handholds in the ceiling and swung across.
That sounds more like a puzzle than a trap.
Ugh. Puzzles.
I cheat, I like, I hate. Taylor likes puzzles.
Ah, but puzzles give you a chance to test your wits, to prove you're smart enough to beat whoever designed it.
Ugh.
I ran into one while traveling with Varric. It had these 3 poles with sets of different size rings on 2 of the poles.
And you had to move the rings over to the 3rd pole? And the rings had to be sized right and crap?
Yes. You've seen it?
That thing is Vashadan.
Please be careful looting.
I'd appreciate it if you avoided fencing any of the elven artifacts, unless Balara tells you it's okay.
Don't worry about that. The Lords of Fortune aren't thieves.
As a crow, I'm not the moral authority here. But if some lords don't think like you...
Nah. Anything we hunt is salvage. Old forgotten ruins and crap. And we make sure we're not screwing over a culture
Oh,
that
does it
lost
RPG
That's what
Fairy?
my mother does with the Kunari
Oh,
stuff.
I had a Labyrinth reference. Oh, what was the Labyrinth reference? Oh, I didn't realise. I've done the other one multiple times and I figured I'd try something else. Damn.
So your mother appraises Kunari artifacts the Lords of Fortune find?
Yeah. She tells them how rare something is. How much it might be worth. Also tells them if they found something cultural.
Cultural?
You know, important. Stuff you don't want going to some rich noble's collection. The lords send that stuff back to the Kunari in Parvalin. They pay the lords a finder's fee.
That's extortion. There's no corruption?
Just a finder's fee?
Yep.
But the lords at the top could be charging anything for these artifacts and you wouldn't know.
I know what happened to the last lord who bled a contact. That's enough. The lords are good people. They helped my mother when she came here from Kantar. She got here with nothing but me and the clothes on her back. The only skill she had was Kunari history. The lords gave her work.
And then Ravenna's okay with you.
How does the Raveni Royal Guard feel about the Lords of Fortune?
They used to complain about us. But that was before the Antam invaded Ravane.
And now Ravane sees the benefits of having a bunch of heavily armed people on their side.
Same for the Pirate Armada. It's bigger than Ravane's official navy. But we're also helping save old artifacts. The Antam are burning ruins as they move south. We get artifacts out before the Antam destroy them. Magical stuff. Cultural stuff. Stuff you don't want to lose.
Gorilla, is that true? That's crazy. Also, thank you, RPG. That's brilliant. I love Labyrinth. I just didn't realise there was a reference to it. We'll say the funny one then. I'll leave you with the gold.
Alright, I guess I'll just leave you here. A treasure hunter, with all the priceless artifacts.
Okay, I was gonna go back to Ravane later. Got a thing to do for my mother. You can come along, if you want.
Do I need to be ready for combat? Or traps?
Nah.
Alright, just let me know when.
Yeah, I grew up with Labyrinth. I love it. It's great. But the real question is, does Emmrich want to talk? He does not. Who does want to talk? Nev, and that's it. We'll check our weapons gear first. I think when he said there is a new visitor, we can unlock the other part of the lighthouse. Yeah. Manfred! Ah, I love him. He's great. Ah. That's cool that they have their puzzles referencing movies and even the games.
Another helper waits between the facing gods.
Whoop. Let them in. Right, we've got the library balcony. Let's restore it. We'll read that in a second. It has been restored. Look at that. There we go.
Dweller, it is whole, restored.
Workshop upgrades discounted. Yes. So what have we got here? We don't know. On leaving the lighthouse, only a few sentences in this ancient book are still decipherable. Scattered now, the great enemy has vanished, but so has the dread wolf. After rebellion, there is a cry for reconciliation, not only with those we fought, but with those who stood aside and must now justify their passivity. There are empty rooms, but it is now the emptiness of peace, not of the fallen. We know these halls will be kept by. Close out these pages. I gaze at the beating heart of the lighthouse. I feel fed so long with hope and offer one last morsel. I am the last. When I depart, it will be into a world I do not understand, but I face a dawn without the Evernerus, and that is enough. Oof. Yeah, Cole would spoil movies in Inquisition, wouldn't it? It was brilliant. Like Sixth Sense. Right, we'll go talk to Nev. I was going to check armors as well.
The spirits lament, Dweller. The blight spreads here. Seek its roots.
He wants me to go back to the crossroads, doesn't he? I want to upgrade abilities. To be fair, my belt gives me health. Yeah, there we go. Back with your bedazzled coffee. How would Lucanus think of your bedazzled coffee, Beandog? Nev. I love Nev.
Nev, settling back in?
More or less. Lots to catch up on, but when isn't there? I'm ready to get back to work. If we could skip the personal catch-up. Not the day for it.
But we were okay a minute ago. Come on. There's a whisper in this wall. I've got my eye on it. RPG says, Solas's appearance in the Fade the first time is reminiscent of Jared's endgame. Then you have the hand in the chasm that's reminiscent of the helping hands. Oh, flippin' heck. So, we're going to go look at some clothes and we'll call it there, folks, as we are entering the 3-hour mark of this stream. And I always try and keep these 3 hours just because it gets pretty late for me by the end of these. Right, so next time what we'll wear, let's have a look what we got. We've got this antique, this Manrapis Citizen one. Yeah, it doesn't really suit Taylor. We bought this one from the Antivan Crows. It doesn't suit Taylor though. And we've got a lot of Fortune one. That just does not... it just looks a bit too clunky. We will change out of the Crow stuff at one point, but the Crow stuff is so good. We'll wear that one next time. I like that one. And I do like the Hawk armor get up. That is really good. Nothing is rivaling that at the moment. And of course, she's got her mask, just in case, you know. No, we won't actually wear that seriously. It's funny, though. And then her swords. It says we've got a new one there, but I don't see anything popping up that's new. Same for that one, to be honest. What else we got that could make that? Look at that! Bloody hell! That is a curved sword. That looks really cool. But it doesn't really work. I like the steel. That looks really cool, but again, when you put it in your pocket, again, I'm just being, yeah, no. That one, maybe. Per chance, yeah. A celeb needs her anonymity sometimes. Exactly, that's why she wears the jackdaw, the Rook mask thing. I love it. It's brilliant. Oh, we got some sketch. Oh, a Treviso crow. That makes sense. Love that. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's sick. Ritual kit, a crow mask, Antam command, chess set. Taylor loves chess. The mastermind set piece on the Eras tour looks like that, so that works. The Antam command pin's a bit boring, to be honest. So we'll give her a crow mask over there. We'll keep that blank for now until we get more stuff. And then here, I mean, I could put the wings look cool, the sketches. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, anything here? School display. It doesn't suit Taylor. We'll have a lantern there for the moment. And then we'll see if I've got a new statue for the Skyhope main bit. The mask is essential. It's true, Emmrich. It's true. We need to get a style for the lighthouse as well. I think I need to level up the crow merchant more, though. Anything for this? No. That's fine. We'll get those later. Well, folks, I really appreciate you all joining me for the latest adventure in Taylor Swift's version of Dragon Age the Veilguard. Yeah, next week will be the final stream of the year, I think. What's the date next week? Next week is just because of Christmas. Am I doing another stream? No. So we're 2 weeks away from Christmas today. So I will, yeah, I'll be doing a the 6th Dragon Age Taylor's version next week, this same time as this, on Wednesday, and we'll be picking this up by whatever we're going to do in terms of meeting Morrigan, the Inquisitor, side quests, things like that. Continuing Taylor's version. Look at her standing there, very proud with her arms on her hips. Yeah, thank you all for joining me as we dive into the latest adventure in this, and we start the we start to rekindle the Emmrich romance and see where that will go. Or people are saying get some Mournwatch decor. That's also a good idea too. Yeah, thank you all for joining, for being gracious, and yeah, the chat constantly going. Really appreciate the conversations we've had. I will be creating, my next video is in the works, literally should be out on Friday, and I am looking at the original vision of Joplin and seeing the Dragon Age iteration that we could have got if EA didn't have their mitts in the way of the Veilguard's development and decide that they wanted a multiplayer live service game instead, causing a bunch of the team to leave and all of those visions to be changed for Morrison. So yeah, that'll be my next video. It's definitely an interesting one. It's yeah, it's full of just reading that art book is like, damn, this is what we could have got. Of course, that's not the developer's fault. That is completely EA in that regard, but still, it is a reality check and a lot of really, really cool ideas. They are just ideas, of course, but it's really cool. Anyway, though, really appreciate you all joining. Hope you all have a lovely evening, afternoon, morning, wherever it is you are. If you're watching this afterwards, really appreciate you watching and joining me. And I will see you all on Friday in that video, and then next week for the last Taylor's version stream of the year. But until then, hope you all have a lovely evening, afternoon, morning, wherever it is, and I will see you all later on. Until then, goodbye.